Good evening. I'd like to call the Northwood Board of Selectmen's meeting to order on December 19th, 2017 at 6 p.m. Roll call.
Here.
Rick Wolf.
Sorry. Scott Breyer.
Now we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So just to be clear to the public, this is mainly a work session to discuss the interviewing process for the new town administrator. We do have a little bit of business we're going to do first.
Yeah, I'll make, we just got to approve the manifest and POs.
There's a couple other things too.
Oh, there's POs out on the front counter, yes.
Something else real quick too. The ice rink. Might as well get
Yeah,
that
I wanted to talk about that.
And I have a letter for DES that we need to address tonight.
All right, so let's hit those real quick.
Okay. So the manifest is payroll. So I'll pass that down. Let me run out and get those purchase orders real quick.
I'll make a motion to approve payroll manifest number 26 in the amount of $80,792.51.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, we'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
Do you know which minutes they are, Scott, by any chance? It's probably the,
I'm sorry, what?
do you know what minutes we gotta? Oh, no, it's not minutes.
No, we don't have any minutes.
I thought it was minutes. Sorry, my bad.
That passed 3-0, the manifest.
Okay, I have a purchase order for Route 4 truck and trailer sales. This is the EM trailer for Bob Young. The trailer's in. He'll pick it up either tomorrow or...
Make a motion.
Thursday?
Well, we already approved.
You approved it, but you
discussed it. We didn't approve it.
We didn't know the exact price, 15 to
So
17.
I made a motion. I'll make a motion to pay Route 4 truck and trailer sales in the amount of $1,700 for the purchase of emergency management trailer for emergency management.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
This is a purchase order for L&K truck. And for Lowe's, you already approved it last week to do it, but I need you to initial the purchase orders because it's coming out of a trust fund. And I can't sign for a trust fund.
So we don't even have to actually make that motion. We're just gonna sign it, correct?
We approved it last.
We approved it
Yes,
last
we're
week.
just gonna sign it.
Already did it, so.
And then I have a purchase order. This is for O'Brien's and Son. It's not coming out of the general ledger, but I need the purchase order for your approval. It's in the amount of $1,246.40. This is some playground equipment that was ordered before, and there's obviously no money in the budget for it. So the request is that it comes out of the recreation revolving fund for the playground equipment that needs to be, where they cut the legs off when they moved it. It's safety required by Primex. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
So if
brought
they
up
could just
before.
approve that payment out of the
Well, okay.
recreation fund.
I'll make a motion for discussion.
Okay. We'll
Second.
make the full motion and then I'll second it and we can discuss
I'll
it.
make a motion to move O'Brien and Sons in the amount of $1,246.40 for the request playground parts ordered. So I'll make that motion.
I'll second for amend that it's gonna come out of the rec.
Oh yeah, out of the recreation. How come that's not written on here, recreational trust fund?
Because there's no account number.
There is no account number for
Well,
that?
it's not in the general ledger system, so it's an escrow. It's a special revolving fund.
What's the name of that account?
It's the recreation revolving fund.
I'll second as amended. for discussion. What's your discussion, Scott?
Well, are we buying new equipment or what? I mean, I'm not questioning it, I'm just saying, what are we
Fixing
doing?
The equipment that what happened is, correct me if I'm wrong, Rick, because what happened is when we took the old equipment out, we either disassembled it or did something that makes it so it's not in code, whether it wasn't in code because of its old age or a disassembled thing, it's not in code.
So we already paid
We're buying stuff to make it to code.
It was donated by the kindergarten next door. That was the equipment that was
Yes,
moved to the ball
exactly.
fields. In order to put it back up, meet today's code, it has to have
Certain things.
certain legs on it, that those didn't qualify if we used them because they were cut off.
Does recreation want to do this?
Yes, they were the ones that moved it, and it's already been here and it's delivered, but we just never had a PO for it.
I was just wondering.
No, I agree with asking if Rec wanted to do it, because I don't want to take money from them if they're not on board.
Well, we got the stuff, we gotta pay the guy, you better ship it back.
All right.
Okay, and I have a letter we have to respond to the complaint about the glass pit, so I don't know if you want to read the letter first and have Rick sign that. If you want me to add anything else onto the letter or change it, I can, and he can come in maybe tomorrow and sign it if you vote for him to sign it. It has to be within 20 days. And so I've had to I finally today found a copy of last year's annual report for the
When's the
transfer
last
station.
time we had an inspection?
I don't know, the last one I found was 2012, but I'm sure we've had them since
Did you
then.
put a copy of that inspection in there?
No, because I think there's been one since then and I can't find it.
They wouldn't have a copy of it. the
Call,
same.
well, the thing is this is not, okay. I think this is from a different bureau that handles the waste management facilities. This is under water resources.
Right, but they're asking for a copy of the permit, they're asking for our annual report, which I've attached. So
And the surveyors, correct me if I'm wrong, it's been surveyed and there's no wetlands there.
right, and we've also looked on the town maps that are done by, this is Stratford Regional that does our mapping,
Maybe we should send them copies of all that too, just.
and there's no wetlands in the glass pit.
Is there a file? Well, this is, this is the complaint.
Yeah, I went downstairs to the file in the transfer station, and it's very sparse.
The thing is, we've had a dump there for how many years?
I think we
Why
should,
would we ever have a dump there if it was wetlands?
I think we should include the map of,
Do you want me to include the maps?
I think so, and maybe point out
I put the
where,
wetland, put the
Yep,
wetland.
with the wetland map in there.
point out where the glass pit is
I
compared
mean,
to
they should
that.
come out and do a site walk anyway, or
Well,
come out and look.
it says if they wish to take come out and view it, then just let us know, and we can open the gate or whatever.
It's not a big
If
deal.
we're not open.
There's nothing to hide, in my opinion.
Right.
The guy that did, the thing is the guy that did our surveys is an actual environmental scientist.
Yes.
So you would think if when he was in there, he did the survey, he's an environmental scientist. If we were doing something wrong, he would have told us. The guy that did it is, is the
no.
DES environmental science. He actually works there.
And we do not, I would suggest that you call DES and ask them what's the last time they inspected it.
Okay.
Because this
Yeah,
paragraph, the glass pit has also been inspected periodically and has no fault.
right, they have found no fault.
Yeah, but
With-
that doesn't sound,
Okay, I can put they found no fault.
yeah.
However,
the glass pit has been inspected.
I hesitated to add the 2012 because
You didn't know if that's the last
I know it's not the last one, but I don't know where, I can't find it. I don't know where it was put.
Could
They
be
should have
anywhere.
all that on their records.
Yeah, they should have some records, but whether they take any of their time to look for it's another thing.
Right.
Well, it depends
It's
on how
easier
bad
to
it is.
ask us for it than it is for them to look
Yeah,
for it.
right.
Well, I think he wants to ensure that we've got the permit posted and blah, 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 we get our hands on it.
You say something like the town has.
I hate drafting letters for other people, so I want to be very vague and you guys can fill in the blanks.
It's what it is.
Notified of any deficiencies?
That works. That sounds a little bit more professional.
It is what it is. It's been done and there's nothing we can do about it, but
I think it's too bad
Check
it
the
got to
spelling
that point,
deficient.
honestly.
Sorry, how's this sound? Historically, we have had periodic inspections of the facility by DES. Our glass pit has been in existence since we opened the facility. The glass pit has been inspected periodically and the town has never been notified of any deficiencies.
I like that.
Okay.
That sounds better, thanks.
Okay, yeah,
does
that works
sound
better.
We just had the property surveyed and it is not in a wetland area. And then maybe put
See attached, whatever.
enclosed
Only on the
So
south.
wetlands map.
is a copy of the,
Site plan.
the site, the wetland maps for the site. What-
In relation to the glass pit.
And enclosed is a copy of the wetlands map for the site in which should I just call it a glass pit?
Yeah.
In which the glass pit is located. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, either glass pit or facility, doesn't
So-
matter, it's all,
So then the glass pit has also been inspected. All right, wait. We just had the property surveyed and it is not in a wetland area.
that we are aware of. but we
Period.
don't.
Survey, yeah.
Yeah, period.
No, period.
Okay.
Enclosed is a copy of the wetlands map for the site in which the glass pit is located.
Yeah,
As you can see by the map, this is not a wetlands area.
yeah.
That works.
They're gonna decide that.
Well, I mean, if it's gonna point out where it's gonna point out.
Mhm.
We all have been in there, there's just no wetlands. I'd
So,
rather,
as you can see by the map, this is not wetlands.
Right.
Or should I
Call
say
it
this
whatever you
is
wanna call it. That's all I got to say.
should I say wetlands site?
This is not a,
Wetlands,
no, that doesn't sound right.
is it a wetlands area?
nah.
No. It's not a wetland.
No. Okay,
it's-
no, as you can see by the map, this is not a wetlands area
Yeah, yeah.
or site. This is not a wet. I said
Not a wetland site.
Not,
Not a wetlands site.
I like the word site
And
better.
you can even turn around, we invite you to come on, we invite you to come up and inspect the site yourself.
Okay.
I'm sure they will.
yeah, I mean,
I'm sure they
if they want to, I mean, if they're that much if they're that worried about it, they will. If they find that we've done enough, they're not going to.
So do you want me to call them and get the last inspection report, or do you want me to
I would.
refer him
They can.
to our permit and he can pull the report? 'Cause
Whatever.
he can do that too. He can just, he can
If
pull
you
the
got
report.
dates and numbers, then they know if they wanna look at it, where
I
to
have the
go.
permit number, I don't have the date of the last inspection.
Oh, but
Yeah,
they might
so
have it.
where
at the
I-
same-
So I took that out and I said the town has never been notified of any deficiencies. And then right here, we'll put a period there. And then it says encloses a copy of wetlands map for the site in which the glass pit is located. As you can see by the map, this is not a wetland site. We invite you to come and take a look at the site for yourself.
I don't think I like that for yourself. I think that sounds kind of point. We
Kinda
invite you to come.
We invite you to come out and take a look if you would like.
Look at the site or whatever.
We
Well, we
invite
invite
you
you
to
to-
come to take a look at,
To review the site to answer any questions you may have,
If you want.
or something like that.
you know what, I'm gonna leave that whole sentence out.
Yeah, that works.
They're
They
gonna
wanna
make their
come,
decision
they wanna come out,
anyway.
let them come out. We're not gonna tell, we can't stop them either way, so why invite them?
Right.
Or,
If they're gonna come, they're
I'll
gonna come.
retype that, Rick, tomorrow, and you can sign it, if the board votes you to sign that letter.
I'm fine with it.
I'm all right.
You wanna check it?
I'll make a motion to allow
Just
Rick.
like go read it, have somebody proof it for you that's good at, I'm not saying you're not good.
No, but I don't-
Have somebody
It's always
proof
good
it.
to have somebody else read your
Take
stuff.
your
Well,
stuff.
I didn't want to put stuff in there that you guys didn't want in there, and I didn't want to put too much
It's always good to
in
have
there
somebody else
either.
read your stuff. I'll make a motion to allow Rick to sign this letter to DES in response to the glass pit on behalf of the Board of Selectmen after edits.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Aye.
Can you
Passes 3
read
to 0.
the notes on there?
Yeah,
No, I just wanna make sure.
yeah, I'll be able to.
Is that all you have, Sandy?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Rick.
Alright, I was gonna suggest,
We have one more thing we want.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Unless, do you want to talk about the ice rink real quick? You know more about
Oh,
it than I do. Why we're
yeah.
so public.
oh, yeah.
Today, I was talking to the rec director and they were really kinda set and people are kinda upset that we haven't got the ice rink set up, so
I went up to the ball fields with Rich and, I can't think of his name now.
Two of the fire.
Severance, Derek Severance.
Scott.
Oh, Scott Severance, that's right. And we looked at the parking area where the bathrooms were, and we thought that that would be a good site to set it up because there's lights up there. And right now, it's been plowed the last 2 storms because the guys working on Bow Lake Beach have been dumping all their fill out back.
So we want
To
to
be
put
used
the
on the
rink in the
ball fields.
back?
No, right out by the light,
Where
right where
we
the
parked,
porta potties
when we
were.
had our little meeting walkthrough to look for where we were gonna put the,
And it'll fit.
Yeah, it'll fit.
And there's lights
enough
up
room
there?
to come
one
up and turn
parking,
around.
there's one light up there.
There's a big spotlight right there that Joe had changed. It gives plenty of light.
I actually looked at it on my way through. I didn't go up there and drive up in there. It's a good spot as far as lighting. It's good.
Now, you know why I won't get it, I'll tell you, I don't want to make it, well,
Right.
I was approached by a resident of town.
So wasn't I about
Yep.
putting it on their
about
property.
putting it on their
Right.
property,
Me too.
And we
and
had
I would
discussion
like to, no, well, I think that my concern is the lighting.
Yeah.
Like,
That and liability.
My
About
concern
renting
with
on
having
someone else's
well, no, I
property with no
heard,
insurance and
no,
all
I heard
that.
it can be covered under the town's
yes,
liability
it's true.
insurance.
That is true. But lighting is a big issue for one. We'd also have to clear off the spot. I know who you're talking about. They approached me too. We'd have to clear it off. And my concern with that is do we have enough time? We already have now we have a spot on town property with lights. That's going to be maintained.
One more question. Did you talk, because I know we don't,
I'm okay putting it either
did
place.
somebody talk to the recreation?
Not yet.
Not
That's
yet.
why I wanted to discuss it with you guys.
I think-
And then send them an email.
I think
We should get them involved.
should get them involved and talk to them because
Well,
it is our decision, but what I'm trying to say is,
We don't want to leave them out. We've been
well,
getting
you don't
that.
want to leave them out because they are an advisory committee and I had got some feedback.
That we've been cutting them off. I got
Well,
that
no,
same.
not that. I got some feedback, there's concerns, because it's not going on the field at all, right?
No.
no.
So it's totally off the field.
Exactly.
Off the field.
All
It's
right.
in the park.
But I would at least,
I think we should
We
bring
were
them
gonna
in
send
next
them an
Tuesday.
email. That's what I was gonna bring up.
There
next.
is an email that
You
went
guys
out this
agreed to it.
afternoon.
That we
Okay.
needed to contact them and send an email and ask them if they had any problem with it, because it needs to be
could they
done
come to our
timely.
meeting on Tuesday?
I think
That'll
we
be
should do it.
too far away. We'll never get it set up because we got a guy drive stakes in the ground before it freezes.
Well, it's-
Gotcha. All right.
So
It
what if
needs
we
to be done
can we
and done
can we
soon.
get can we have the rec committee? I would think if we
Send them an email.
send them an email.
An email went out today from Sharon
Okay.
to the rec commission,
Okay.
advising them and inquiring of them at the same time about the Board of Selectmen's thoughts after you had a meeting with her, about putting the ice rink down at the ball fields. What is your preference? What are your thoughts? Please give me your feedback. We want to get it set up in the next couple days before the ground freezes, and the Board of Selectmen are willing to get this done in the next day or so, but they want you involved in your opinion. So she CC'd me on that email.
Well, can we, I'm just putting out for discussion, as chair, you would like to contact that chair on behalf of the board, or?
I could if that's what you'd like.
I at least would
I-
like
I
them on.
say-
I'm hoping to get a
I say-
response from them,
I
you know what I
say
mean?
let's add the personal touch.
Yeah.
Let's,
I'd rather
I
get a response
actually
from
said
them.
the same thing to Sandy earlier.
Yep.
I said let's try to get them in
get
here
them,
tonight.
on the phone, at least tell them what we're doing, explain.
I can reach out if you don't want to, Rick, because I can get them
you
on.
can do it.
I
You
can get
can
them
get
on.
it on
I can get them on Facebook.
I'm just saying, let's.
I
I'll reach
understand,
out.
I understand, and I
and
plan
I'm
to
gonna
do
say
it.
one other thing.
I plan to
don't-
do it.
I don't want.
Would you like me to reach out now so we can make a decision
No,
by the end
I
of the
just
night?
want to give you my opinion on Facebook.
I'm not talking Facebook. I was talking straight Messenger.
I'm just saying, I don't want to post something on Facebook
I'm not
saying we're
posting
going to do
Messenger.
that.
I wasn't going to. I was going to go
Okay.
straight Messenger, straight to Messenger.
All right.
Would you like me to do it now so we can get a decision tonight? Maybe we can have one of them come in, or they can do, because we're going to be a good while in non-public talking about.
Yeah, all right, if you want to.
It's up to you.
I don't care. I mean, I care, but you know.
I want to get the personal touch too, but it's a simple. We can.
It just needs to be open communication.
I can
between the
message
boards
him and say,
committees.
hey, we want to make a decision. Do you want to come in and talk about it?
Oh, yeah.
Blah blah blah, or whatever.
Go ahead.
Okay.
My point was not to cut them out. That was my next discussion. If we decided that we
Who's
thought
the
it was a
chair?
good idea or not, or a bad
Who's the
idea.
chair? Is it Pedro or
I
Hannah?
think it's, isn't it
Hanover.
Amy Hanovan?
Hannavan's the
The
chair?
blonde lady, yeah.
Okay.
No, my intent wasn't to cut them out because I know how they feel too. I heard
Right.
some feedback.
I heard it on
Open
Facebook.
I didn't know that Sharon had already gone there to do it. I had said to her when we were talking,
Yep.
if the selectmen agreed, the next step was that we needed to touch contact with them, and evidently she took it on herself and did it, which is great.
Yep, yep, because I think they need to be included, absolutely.
And if they don't want it there, it won't be put up this year, evidently. All right, we can move on now, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna make a motion. What one of these we wanna go under the review application or resumes for town administrator? RSA 91.
C, I believe,
Well, if we mention somebody's name, we
it's
should.
C.
Well, no, well,
In non-public.
it's C. Well, no, what I wanted to say was, what the hell did what I was gonna say is, I wanna make a motion to go into non-public for the purposes of reviewing resumes for the town administrator position on the, and I'll make a motion to go into non-public on the RSA 91A:3, paragraph 2. You think it's C? You sure?
Second.
I'm pretty sure.
C.
It's not a contract, so, and it's not legal.
And second?
Any more discussion?
No, I'm good.
Seeing none, I'll call for roll call.
Donald Hush and I.
Rick Wolf, yes.
Yes, Scott Breyer.
Motion passes 3-0. We're now in non-public.
For the record,
The motion to come out of non-public?
Can I throw these ones away when I'm talking to
I'm just
them?
putting them in the envelope.
Oh, these are the ones we're gonna do. I'm gonna put those back in my, can you get rid of these for
we
me?
get a motion on the table to come out of non-public, can I get
Oh.
a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Roll call, Donald Hush and I.
Rick Wolf, yes.
Yes, Scott Breyer.
Make a motion to seal the minutes.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote.
Aye.
All in favor? Aye.
I'm gonna make a motion to take a short recess while we wait for, one of the rec commission ladies to show up so we can discuss the ice rink. We're just gonna take a quick 5, maybe 10-minute break. Anybody else want to second it? All right, we're gonna come back from our break. Rick, if you'd like to just fill Miss Pedro in.
break.
Would you like to come up and sit?
Come to the table, please.
Thank you.
I started a discussion this morning with the rec lady about the ice skating rink, because she said she had a lot of concerns, people, about we weren't gonna be able to use it. And I threw an idea out that we put it up to the ball fields, up on Route 4, near the mobile, where the parking lot was, where the bathrooms were. And set it up there, keep the road plowed up to there, and a place for people to turn around and be able to park. And we did have some discussion about, you know, how many people might be up there at a time, and I felt, you know, if we had 5 or 6 cars there at a time, we'd probably be lucky. Maybe on a weekend, you'd get a few more, but,
Yeah.
you know, during the week and at
Still have the
night.
side of the road if you had to.
And
Yeah.
there's a light there now too.
Yeah,
so that
right.
would be, yeah.
That, and that was the main thing too,
So
and
you're gonna put it right under the light?
right near the light.
Well,
The light's here.
The light
and the
really
skate
is
rink's
very
gonna be
bright.
here.
It
Yeah,
does
it's
shine
on
that
the
entire
road.
area.
Yeah, it'll work well.
Yeah.
Before we go much further, I do want to say we had another citizen offer us their own property, which I thought was a very nice gesture. Our concerns with that was the lighting. There was going to be no lights there. We found out we could assure it. So then that's when we came up with this second solution. So we could do either one, but I personally feel that the second solution fits the town better because there's lighting there. It's going to be plowed.
Versus the homeowners.
It's going to be basically, we'd have to clear a piece of their property. Their property had been cleared. It just needs, the snow needs to be removed and maybe some sticks and then set it up there.
But then there's still the liability issue, right?
Well,
And
no,
then parking.
we can,
Would there be a waiver or something?
kinda like Johnson's, no, they actually get, if we use it for town functions, it'd be covered under the town's light.
Yeah, we'd have to, in other words, you'd
We'd
have
have
to
to
set a certain
add it.
date.
So is that just town functions? Like say the Cub Scouts wanted to have an ice skating party. That's not really a town function then.
No, because it's gonna be, what you do is you'd have.
If
correct
they're
me if I'm wrong.
residents, I think it would be.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Sandy, this is how it works, this is how I was led to believe is, It's like when we did the turkey trot down at the state park, you had to have a set date. So like say we wanted to do it from January 1st to March 1st. It would cover it from that date to that date, whatever functions go on, from that date to that date, it would cover.
If it's on private property, yes.
If it's on
Okay,
private
yeah.
property,
But
then
if it's on town property and the Cub Scouts wanted to go skating up there, it'd be like,
If it's town property, they can
Yeah, they
skate.
can go
I mean, they're residents of the town.
Yeah, they can go whenever they
well, no,
want.
it's not even that, it's public property.
Yeah, but the biggest concern with putting it on a homeowner's property would be lighting. We'd only be able to use it during the day.
Well, that, and we'd have to continually maintain and plow that area
Yeah.
on private property
Right.
with a public plow, and I don't even know that we can do that.
Yeah, but where we have the town property to put it up with a light, where we're already plowing it, I think that would be our best option.
Now, is somebody gonna go, if we set this up, I'm assuming somebody's gonna go up there and snow blow
Well, shovel it or
My
whatever.
guess is after tomorrow, a lot of it might already be gone.
Do you mean
Yes.
the ice itself?
Yeah, they'd have to
Well, I'm
shovel that
saying
up.
somebody's
Someone's
gonna
gonna have to
keep-
do that.
keep-
It's gonna get cold again the next few
Yeah, we're
days.
gonna have to, no matter where we put it, you're gonna have somebody's gonna have to freaking
Maintain it, someone's gotta shovel it or
Yeah,
whatever.
and it can't, obviously not gonna be the highway department, but someone's gonna have
No,
to be
they won't.
responsible for
I mean,
keeping
they'll
the
help
ice
plow
rink.
it or whatever. but-
Is it, what is the rick actually built out of? Is it,
It-
would it,
It's a wood frame with a,
so could a
Line.
pickup
Like a
truck with the
pool
plow
liner.
go on it, or would it have to be a snow
It would tear the
blower?
liner, I
Tear
think.
you wouldn't be able to
So
get
it'd
on
have
it
to
with
be
a
a snow
truck.
blower
yeah,
then,
you
or-
wouldn't-
Or somebody,
Shovel it.
Shovel.
or somebody would shovel it with,
It's 60 by 60. I mean, it wouldn't be hard just to strip down the middle of the shovel and push half each way, or,
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if people are gonna use it, we can find enough people to help keep it,
Here's the thought, if I
keep
may.
it shoveled or
if I
snow
may.
blowed.
You have some high school kids that need, community service hours.
There you go, you can put that.
Maybe they could sign them to be the ones to maintain and keep that shoveled.
Yeah.
You could talk with Cole Brown and see if they could get a list of a couple of kids
So
who would be willing to do that.
your committees, would be okay with that?
If we chose to put it up
I
there.
think I prefer to be honest with you, the town property.
Yeah, that's where we
I
were
think
headed
especially
to.
if we want to advance that, the ball fields and do, I don't know, I just think.
Plus,
it'd
if
be
we
nice to be
like it there, we might not even have to take these trees down, we can use it there.
Well,
over
I'm
here.
thinking like, because we talked about doing like a sledding party maybe in January, and the little soccer field, you know how it has a soccer field, little hill, which is
Do it
perfect
both
enough.
at the same
Oh,
time.
it
Right,
is.
so-
People have been up there sliding now.
Yeah,
and
do it
Right,
at the same
right.
time, exactly. So that's, so like,
I think it makes it more family-friendly
Yep.
environment.
and you could actually have an
can-
event if you wanted to
Right.
there too.
Just the parking, as long as we can guarantee there'll be parking
Yeah, we
available.
can definitely figure out something for parking.
This came about quick this morning. We were just having a general conversation. I was talking with the rec lady and I asked her, you know, what's going on.
We
And
just
she
wanted
said,
to act on it quickly for
Yeah.
one, because of weather,
Yes,
and two is the fire department has graciously offered to help us put it together tomorrow when it's
Okay.
gonna be
That
nice.
quick.
When it's gonna be,
Yeah,
when it's
if
gonna,
it's
we all
agreeable.
chatting today
If it's
during
that
lunch
agreeable,
about it.
when it's gonna be nice out, so we
Yeah.
figured we'd try to take advantage of it, but we didn't wanna
Leave you guys
not-
out.
well, and I would hate to see it, I'm sorry, but like
Sit.
parked in a box again.
Right, we
you
didn't
know,
wanna,
like,
we didn't
let's
wanna,
have it used.
we didn't wanna make a decision without at least
Yeah.
getting your guys' feedback.
And is that area big enough? I
Yes.
haven't measured it, so.
it's big enough.
Okay.
We checked it out today.
I mean, even if we had to do a little extra plowing for parking, I think if you're having an event and we know it's ahead of
So
time.
if we
can-
say, okay, we're having an
Yeah.
event on like the third week
we
of
can go up there
January,
and
something,
plow
that way
and make
you
it,
know.
and widen
okay.
it out and make it reasonable.
But
I
now,
don't
if it
think
hadn't
it's-
been plowed, I'm just saying.
No, it's
if it
been
ha- if it-
plowed.
No, but if it hadn't been plowed for like 3 storms and we say we're having an event, is that doable?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it like so much?
Backhoe can move.
Okay.
Well, I think we should just keep it plowed.
Keep it
so
plowed
doesn't
after
break.
No,
every
yeah,
storm.
exactly.
I'm saying if we were gonna have like a town sledding party, skating
Where we
party.
might need some extra parking.
My hope was to keep it plowed out, like
I
the
mean,
day
I think
after a storm.
Yeah.
They may not be able to get there the
Because it's
same
not
day of a
really,
storm.
you know, a
but
priority,
Right.
like the school,
Get it when we
the
can.
town, the roads, but.
Get it when we can.
The next
The
day.
next
Yeah.
day
Yeah.
is what I was thinking, get it cleaned up.
Open it up so we, I mean, it's something that we're just gonna have, the first time we get a snowstorm, we're just gonna have to see how much we gotta open it up, and once you push it back, you
Right.
start a snowbank, and then you know where to go.
Have you guys talked to Charlie about that, about the plow?
They're already plowing it now.
They're
anyway.
plowing it now because the guys working on the beach
Oh, okay.
have been dumping the fill out of the beach
Okay.
up there on the ball fields to fill that in.
So it's not gonna add more
No,
work to
not
that?
right now.
It's
it
just
isn't.
gonna be one of those things where we can tell them that, like you said, it's not a priority, get it, the next business day that you're
Right.
not out plowing the
Right.
roads, take care of
You need
that.
to go home and go to bed after you've been
Yeah,
plowing
exactly.
for 20 hours.
The next business day that
Yes,
you have
yeah.
to.
Either that, sometimes they have a break between the snow amount, it slows down and it picks up. We have hired trucks that probably could run up and make a few passes.
Yeah, I have concerns though, like, if we do it, like, if we have a snowstorm Thursday and they're plowing Thursday and Friday, and people go up there Saturday, now they're gonna complain it's not plowed, but our plow guys are sleeping because they've been out for 2 days. We just need to let people know that it will be plowed.
I think if we ran into that issue and there was people that were up there that wanted it plowed, I really think if we called Charlie, he'd probably go do it. I mean, they might have to wait a few minutes, but I really think he would.
Well, he would, but they have to understand that if we have a storm like
not
that, they're gonna
be-
have to sleep. They can't
There
be
might
out
be
there
a
40
time where
hours.
it's not plowed after snowstorm,
Right.
like,
Right away.
Right.
I think people will understand that.
But I think if we also put something in the paper saying this, it's
Yeah,
it's
we
not
can
going to
do
be plowed the first day. It's going to be,
and we can,
The
I think.
priority is to get the roads back.
Definitely,
I
the
think-
roads
I
have to
think
be
we can
clear.
definitely do something along that lines.
All right.
I'm good.
I think it'd be great
good?
for the children. I
I
really
think
do.
I'm good. So we don't need to make a formal motion for that, right?
No, we just go ahead and do it.
All right.
So hopefully there'll be a crew
I
there.
just wanted to make
Tomorrow.
sure,
I agreed with you.
because I want,
I agree with you
I don't
100%.
want, because I don't want people to think that we're being, we want to include everybody in the
I agree with you.
discussion.
100%. I actually called Sandy when I caught wind of this and said the same thing. Try to talk to Sharon and see if we could get somebody in here so we.
And did Sharon agree with having it done at the town?
Supposedly she made contact with someone today, I thought.
She sent emails to everybody on the rec commission.
We got like 3 different emails from her today. I think one was just you guys were discussing, but she didn't mention anything about where it was going to be. Maybe it was.
Well, I know that
Let's make a
originally.
motion. I make a motion to move forward after consulting with the rec. Well, should we say consulting? We met with a representative from Recreation, but after discussion, we will move forward with. I'll make a motion to move forward, putting the ice rink up in the area discussed at the ball fields.
Second, for discussion. Now, I will say that last week at the last meeting, correct me if I'm wrong, was it Sharon or was it somebody else that made the idea of putting it at on the ball field originally?
Yeah, I don't want to put it on the ball
No,
field.
I'm
No.
saying, so there was already
Right.
discussion.
And we
put it
talked
on.
about it at our rec meeting last
Right.
Wednesday about.
And I agree not putting it on
It
the
would be
field.
nice to have it up there because I think here is kind of, I don't know. I mean, it's not really user friendly if you're conducting town hall business during the day.
Right.
And you want to have a bunch
why
of
we
little
decided
kids.
to originally do it here was one, the lighting.
The lighting and
Two,
the
it
flat
was always
area.
gonna- Two, it was always gonna be plowed.
And it's flat.
And helped was
It's
flat.
But, okay, so now we just need to
No.
move a vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0.
Well, I thank you on behalf of all the children that are going to have
Hopefully-
pillows tied to their bottoms.
Hopefully,
Learning how to skate.
hopefully it'll be all put together tomorrow and it looks like it won't be used this
Now,
week.
how do you flood it? Do you like?
Fire
department.
truck.
Oh, really?
They said
Although
they
we
would
could
fill
probably just put it up and let the rain come on Saturday, fill it.
Yeah,
You better have the fire department bring the tanker.
yeah, they're gonna fill it.
Okay, cool.
And they're gonna help set it up, some of the guys.
So we don't have any more business, right?
Nope.
You need to get pictures taken. You need to have good. No, I'm serious. You need to be your own good PR in town. There's so much negativity in town. Let's
Yeah, I agree.
let's have
Maybe-
something nice.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean,
Fire
Yeah, we
department,
put it up there,
recreation.
get
I'm serious. Yes, because if you don't do it, no one will.
Yeah, we'll go up there, we'll have to go up there, we'll have the fire trucks, get some pictures taken and put it in the sun.
yeah, maybe when they're almost done, have them call Sandy or, cause I got a few errands I gotta run in
I
the
gotta
morning.
find the town camera.
Are you doing it tomorrow morning?
They're doing it tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna work
Be
on
at
it
work.
tomorrow.
Use your cell phone though. You can attach it to an email. I mean,
If
to
they,
this on
can
in
you
the
just,
forum.
can you contact, you're gonna be in contact, just contact me and have them call me when they're almost done, and if I'm close enough, I'll try to come up there. But
DJ wants the great big scissors. And the
I don't
ribbon.
care about the scissors. I think it's a good idea to like at least acknowledge the people that volunteered to help put it up,
Mm-hmm.
and then not only that, it puts it out there that it's up, for one.
The only thing,
And
we
then-
gotta wait for the ice to freeze before they can
And-
try
yeah,
to skate.
But the kids are talking about it at school.
Are they? Oh,
Yeah, they
that's
are.
great.
Can I ask a question, because I haven't been to the ball field? Are there like little park benches up there that they could?
Picnic tables
Yes.
They're
still
picnic
there.
tables.
So if the parents are sitting,
Yeah, they could
are
sit
the
down.
picnic tables near the ice rink
They're
there?
across
Yeah.
the little road.
Also,
So
while
yes.
we're on the same discussion, this is another thing. I've also been approached by the same citizen that was going to let us use her land. She has a shed that she wants to donate to the town that she feels that could be used up at the ball fields for either a snack shack or maybe a warming hut. in the future. I don't know if that's something the rec committee wants to take a look at. I can give you the contact info.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then you guys can go ahead and bring that back to us, and we can always decide on that too. But other than that, I'm good.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll make a move.
Sounds like a hot chocolate hut to me.
It does, doesn't it? Sound
Oh, you can do both. Hot chocolate shack and snack shack. Like you
Right.
do.
Sledding, skating.
I'm sure you know who
It's going to
she is.
get warm.
At
Oh, okay,
Rags,
yeah.
That the shed that she
Okay.
was trying to sell on.
How big
Northwood.
is the shed?
I honestly don't
Pretty
know.
good size.
I honestly don't
It could
know.
be moved though.
It can be
Like
moved.
like on a flat trailer, do you think? Flatbed?
Yeah, kind of like what we were gonna do. What we were gonna do with the shed up when we were gonna move it down to the transfer station. But I don't know the dimensions. I haven't looked at it. We'll
So,
kind of leave that up to you guys.
Speaking of sheds, there is that great big metal shed up
Yeah,
there.
the trailer, that's out of the way enough.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Okay. You want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you for showing
Thank you
up.
for letting
Thank
me
you.
know.
Yeah.
Good evening. I'd like to call the Northwood Board of Selectmen's meeting to order on December 26, 2017 at 6 p.m. Don't you gentlemen like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Do you want to do roll call?
Donald Hustle here.
Rick
Let's do
Wolf.
roll call.
Scott Breyer.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna move on to citizens forum. No comments? I guess we'll move on for now. Linda isn't here. I guess we got the fire chief and his deputy chief.
Come on up, guys.
Hope you had a good Christmas.
Thank you, Did you have a good one?
Yeah, we met each other during the
I saw you had a
It's a
chimney
hard-
fire.
medical call and chimney fire, but not bad. So,
Christmas is for kids.
Okay.
so I guess we got a few things to talk about.
Yep.
First off, I'll do the easy stuff. We had a young lady approach us that would like to join the department as a call member. She lives on Old Pittsfield Road and wants to get her EMT. So, pass that forward.
You say she is an EMT?
No, she wants to get.
her EMT.
She has her LNA, so, and she's kind of a stay
Can you
at
just
home mom.
explain to me a little bit, how does the on-call actually work? Because I'm,
Yep. No, a lot of people. It's funny how many people in town don't really understand that. Yes, we have full-time staff, but they can't work 24 hours, 7 days a week. So, it's supplemented by the on-call, which basically, if you're around and you're able to respond,
It's
You come up.
pretty much volunteer,
okay.
but it's on call because we do get stipends.
Yeah. No, I'm okay with that.
we try to make sure people are around during, when we don't have paid people on. But so they definitely help bail us out. Like yesterday, the on-duty crew was at the hospital, so the chimney fire was. Those are all on-call people that responded. I think we had 6.
I'll make a motion to approve Jacqueline Lambert's application to be a call firefighter member pending a background check.
I'll second for any discussion. Rick, you got some discussion?
Yes. We need to talk about cleaning up our roster. Every time we put somebody on, it
Oh, we did it. Awesome.
costs us more money, and our
See, look
insurance
at that.
company's
Thank
saying,
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's 5 people on there that. Well, I don't know if we should talk about that now or.
well, that should be non-public, but I just wanted to bring it up because
I
they've been after us for over a
Sandy,
year now.
We've
We
been
kind of waited till the end of the
Sandy knows about it. She just heard from him again.
and she
Okay.
gave it to me not too long ago.
At least they're on it, so are you okay
That's
now?
fine.
And you've taken some off from the ones I originally gave you?
Yeah, and changed some little corrections status wise on a few, but I'll show you.
All right, I'm good. Call for vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes 3-0. Or you need that back, or you want it in the basket?
Sandy's probably gonna need it for
Because that
background.
needs
I
to go.
need that for background check.
I'm
Oh,
good
it
with
usually
it.
goes in the basket down there, and then she
Put it in
gets
the
it.
basket?
Yeah, they have to make an appointment with me to come in.
Just I don't know where you guys stand, where we just had Christmas yesterday, but I know at one point, maybe about a month or two ago, it was brought up to have some type of, overtime pay or something for members that actually worked a holiday. Staff that actually worked a holiday, like,
Discuss something like that.
I remember because I was at the meeting, so
Discuss-
I just want to know if
We
it
did
made it
discuss
in.
something along those lines.
We never did do anything with it.
Yeah, we never did.
Policy.
We have to change the policy in order to do it, correct?
I mean, I think it would be like the guy I had work yesterday, he's gonna be working New Year's too, and he gets the same pay whether he was to
It's a
work it or
straight day or
not.
a
So,
holiday.
If, this might be a question more for Scott could answer. If we do it for them, that means we'd have to do it for like the plow guys too, correct?
Yes,
yeah,
Do it for everybody.
everybody, part-time police, everybody.
I'm think it's.
You know, if somebody's
fine.
working, I gotta tell you, if somebody's working a holiday, could you ask them to come in on a holiday? I think they should get more.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have an issue with it, but we have to change the full policy and then put it into effect. We can't just. We're not going to be able to back pay for
No.
this holiday.
No.
We'll have to put it. We'd have to change.
You
the
have
policy.
to, well, what is the policy for well, the full-timers are gonna get paid for the holiday anyways.
Correct.
So they get paid for the holiday, but part-time is time and a half.
The rule, our policy states, because some part-timers get the holiday off with pay. If it is your normal scheduled workday, and the holiday falls on that, you get the pay, like when you were at the transfer
Yeah,
station.
but these are call people.
They don't get paid holiday any more than seasonal employees don't get holiday. That's our own policy.
That's why the dump was closed on a Saturday and the town was closed on a Friday, so that's
Right.
what we ran into in the
Right,
last
because that way the
instance.
town got the holiday Friday and the
But I don't
transfer
think.
station
I'm
got
not.
holiday
I'm
Saturday.
not. I don't believe that's what he's asking.
no, I'm saying like
He's
for,
saying that if you get called in on a holiday, you
We have no policy for
What do you
that.
mean the
That's
town
what
got the holiday on Friday?
You mean when they're
no,
called?
I'm
Talking
saying
about our
like,
full-timers.
our full
That's what I
timers,
thought.
our full timers, because whether they
right.
work
If they come in on a holiday,
like that, we don't get holidays off. The fire department doesn't get holidays off,
Neither does
so
the police.
if that's your day to work.
Neither do the highway guys at the snow.
And yesterday I'm looking around, I see the police out, the highway out, the fire department, they're all taking sacrifices from their own family and everything
They're
else.
essential staff.
And if you're scheduled to work that day, yeah, you could call out sick or whatever. But most of these
We
guys,
just discussed that
What do
the
you-
other
most of
day.
these guys,
what do you suggest? Like a shift differential, or
well, I can
time
show
and
you a
half
few,
type deal?
I can show you a few other towns that,
go to other towns
What
because-
happens if you're scheduled to work, you would get time and a half.
like,
That's not the way it is
No,
now.
you get double time. You get
You get double
pay
time
for
on
the
a
day
holiday.
of your shift, plus the straight pay for the holiday. It's double time.
But what I'm
Not time and a
saying,
half. It's double time.
okay, but some places, as opposed to paying double time, pay time and a half.
Well, that's up to the board to do that. If
for
they
like
want to
8
do double
hours
time.
of the shift or whatever. I think just something little to say thank you for, it's mainly these major ones, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, 4th of July.
We can draw something up.
We have to, yeah, let me go out to other towns.
Yeah, and then the other thing too is my concern is did we actually appropriate?
Well, if
a
you're gonna
budget
do,
for it?
it won't cost you that much.
I'm just asking. I know that.
But if you're gonna do it for
It's always an
that,
issue.
I think you should do it all around for all employees.
Yeah, I agree.
Seasonal.
I agree, but we just have to actually
You can't
see
discriminate.
how we're gonna word it and do it properly so it's fair for everybody. That we're not just.
Yeah, Sandy can base
Yeah,
it
I'll
off.
go to other towns because, right now we have no policy that. Our policy clearly states they don't get it. So let me see what other towns.
I
are
know,
doing.
I know at the state, I'm just giving this example, I don't say we have to do that. The state, you get paid for the holiday, plus time and a half.
That's my,
If
when I worked in
that's like
Epsom,
double
That's
time and a
that's
half
double
then.
time and a half.
Right, so you get paid for
They
the
get paid
holiday.
double time and a half.
They
not
get
double
paid
time.
time and a half because they're working the holiday,
right.
and then they get paid
The
for the
only
holiday.
time we ever do double time and a half here in our policy, just so you know this, So the board wants to
I
consider this.
know the policy.
Is if they're overtime and they're working it, then it's double time and a half. Otherwise, it's just double time. So that's what you guys want to think about. When you change one, it will affect the other one.
I just think it would
I
be,
think it's something we definitely should consider.
I think if you work the holiday, you should get paid for the holiday.
I personally would just like to see it, I know it was brought up, and I'd like to see it come into effect. you
I
know,
feel where you're coming from,
2018.
because if I was working a holiday, I would,
Doesn't affect me,
more.
but it affects the people that,
we can
Work for the
definitely
town.
check right in, look right into it, Sandy.
Absolutely.
What else you got? Where you guys at with your position?
that's next.
All right.
I talked to the deputy, we would like to do a test. We've done oral boards.
Roll board? Like,
Well,
yeah, I know
we-
what you're saying, like. a
all the
parole
full-timers
period. Like a
did the
parole
oral.
period.
No, all the full-timers did an oral board, back when we did the interviews. I'd like to do some type of like a practical evolution with them. To make it fair,
Now, what's that mean?
skills.
Okay.
It's part of a testing process that we've done in the past anyways.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about, testing the other people that we interviewed, or testing?
No,
your-
our members
Your
that,
members, to
ones
see
that
if
would
they're, to see if
apply.
they're,
our
the ones
current
that,
members.
the ones that applied? Okay.
I mean, it seems like we're kind of at a standstill otherwise, so.
So I think, yeah, I think, do we?
Plus, we need to advertise it in-house for 5 days, right, if you're gonna do that, to make it legal, that's our policy.
Unless we go base it off how it was,
People that applied.
we're still technically on the same.
No, I mean, legally, it
Well,
has
we're
to be
technically,
advertised.
Well,
we're
from
probably
within, you need
technically
to
gonna be
post it.
hiring for a different
Needs to be
position.
posted.
Right, you need to post it.
Cause it's not gonna be the
Captain.
In
the
every
captain's
department.
position, so it's gonna be kind of like a different position, so technically, I think we do have to put it back.
In
out
every
there.
department.
It
has to
should be
post it.
posted.
Must be posted
Yeah.
everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And then that way you guys,
That way nobody
once
can
it's
say.
posted for the 5 days, you can take your in-house do it and do all your, whatever that oral board, is that what you said? I thought you said, I thought you said parole board, I'm like,
I
whoa.
probably did, but the, that would come into effect too, but no. A practice, you know, we'd have something set up like we have in the past.
Yeah. In the past, when a call member gets promoted, they have to go through a practical test first and do an oral board to get promoted, so,
And a written test,
yeah,
actually.
and a written, so that's kind of what he's getting at.
Yeah, yeah.
We'd
I
like to
get
take the 3 full-timers we have now and see if they're
qualified for
qualified
that, for
to-
the position, or,
to
well,
get a promotion or a title, so.
But then that still leaves the vacancy, right?
Correct, and then we
we'd
still have to hire,
We'd have to fill the, but it'd be easier for us to fill a firefighter.
we still have to hire a firefighter.
Yeah, it'll be
EMT.
easier for us to fill that than it's gonna be for us to fill possibly a captain's, captain's
Yeah.
position.
Yes.
Chief,
Did you do any
whatever.
thought of having a lieutenant as opposed to captain?
That's what we were talking
Yes.
That's
about.
what we
That's
talked
what-
about the last
that's
I
what
time.
think
we're
you,
talking about.
I think you might have
We
missed.
talked about that.
Yeah,
before.
promoting
Last
the
one.
lieutenant.
Maybe you weren't there that night, but we did have a
We actually
discussion
had
about
discussed that, yeah. And now that means we have to repost it again, because we're not actually filling the captain's position, we're actually hiring a lieutenant instead of a captain. So it's a whole new, it's a same position that we already have, but we're actually.
Do we have a job description for that?
For lieutenant?
Yeah.
Well, we have the job description for the full-time fire. The title doesn't mean anything per se, because our position is for full-time EMS firefighter with no titles anyway. Lieutenant, captain, nothing.
Yeah, but shouldn't, if you can have one full-time's full and as a lieutenant, shouldn't it be a full-time lieutenant?
If you're gonna have, if you're
But
gonna
these
have one
guys
of the
decide.
full-timers,
Yeah.
full and as a lieutenant.
Yeah, it should be,
Or you're gonna,
Why,
well,
why would you want to be a lieutenant if it's
Right,
not
but here's-
increase in pay?
I guess what we need to do is, are you gonna promote a lieutenant, or are you gonna make one of them a lieutenant? Because what I could do is get a lieutenant full-time job description from other towns, and it's going to be
I think
saying,
we should do that, that's my point.
yeah.
okay.
If you, because, I mean, if you're gonna be a full-time firefighter, what incentive do you have to become a lieutenant if there's no increase in?
Well, I don't
I
know.
mean, you have an increase in responsibility, but no increase in pay.
Right, we had one that had to give up their title years ago to be full-time. So, I don't know, that's up to you guys.
Well, that's because
I
you
think-
had a call guy lieutenant and then became full-time.
I don't think our intention was to put it out without increasing somebody's pay if they took the job.
Yeah, I
That
think we need
wasn't
to
my
put it out.
understanding anyway.
Right,
I just wanna make sure we have it all
All
figured
I'm
out.
sa- all-
I'm just trying to get
all-
No, I
logistics.
expected we were
What I'm
gonna pay
thinking
more
is-
money,
What
but
my
that's my
thought is,
opinion.
and I'll put it out there,
Like Scott said, there's more responsibility, so.
Well, we gotta pay.
So are we also looking for a full-time captain's
no,
job description?
no, because you can't afford a captain.
Right.
Just the lieutenant, okay.
But
I'm trying to get the logistics
and
because
this-
everyone's kind of
yeah,
going every direction.
I thought we were gonna give this lieutenant some of the duties that the captain was gonna take, so that would change the job description. Because we were gonna have him do some of the
We were
paperwork.
gonna,
That's up to them two guys there to make the job description.
my thought was we were gonna create the, from our last round of interviews, it was clear to me that we don't pay enough for a captain.
Correct, and we were gonna
So you're
promote
gonna
a
make
lieutenant.
I thought we were gonna create a full-time lieutenant's
We
position.
were, and then we were gonna have them do some of the, not all of the captain's jobs, but some of them. Like some of the paperwork and some of the other, we obviously can't.
So
hold
why
them.
can't we get a job description from
Okay.
another town?
I can. I
Plus,
will.
we
I'll get 'em.
kind of have some of that too.
Right. We have it
But
from,
there's gotta be a job description for fire captain because Vince is a fire
Yeah.
captain.
Yeah, we
So
have,
we have to
we
have
have,
something.
and
I'll
we
look
have
in
one
the
for
system.
lieutenant
we
too.
have one for lieutenant too.
Yeah.
so.
Alright, so there you go, get with them and,
Well, I have one for lieutenant, but I think it's called, but that's fine, we'll figure it out.
okay. And then,
How quick is this gonna come about?
Oh, January.
Yeah. We were looking to do the review,
absolutely.
for the full-time. It's coming up pretty soon here.
So-
Just remember to post it in-house, that's
Yep.
all.
Have to work on-
You doing just the full-timers or can anybody apply?
That's their decision, I'm not getting in that one either.
You just wanna make that clear when you
If it's
post.
in-house, then it has to be
It has to be open to the all town, right?
the whole town.
So just make sure that when you post that, it's clear that you're not discriminating,
Yeah, and-
because you don't want anyone coming back on you. Okay.
what else you got, Nick?
The only other thing I had was the addition. To be 100% honest with you, my heart was 100% into this. I still think it's a great idea and a way to save the town some money. The prices did come back significantly higher than I expected. Two of them were pretty close to each other, which I believe is probably more than what I want to put into that right in one big whack. Over, we're looking over 300,000. That's too much in one whack like that.
Did you get any information on the bond that we had discussed?
That was Sandy was gonna.
Sandy?
I don't ever work in this amount of time that we got.
I think that's.
You have to have so many public hearings.
You're right, and that's what I was looking up in DRA, and you have to like.
What did you come up with
Three public
without the
hearings?
bay on the side?
But I think if
Just to do the,
so, to get us not into a hard place with that building, place we don't want to, get these guys in a maybe not the ideal position, but a better, safe environment. If we did put almost like a bare minimum, I don't know how to describe it, but
the addition.
an
on the
addition
back.
Just the
still, but the essentials, the
bunk room
100%
and office area.
in the back.
Now, where you wanna put this, at the Narrows?
Yeah.
Right.
I gotta tell you my honest opinion on this. You don't wanna hear it?
I've heard it, go ahead.
No,
I'll listen to it
think-
again.
I think this year we should just take care of the health and safety issue with the ventilation, down at the ridge. I just don't think that $300,000 with
Well,
all.
no, we don't. I don't
About
want.
300.
Well, how
He's
much
gonna
is
cut
this?
off the bay on the side of the building and just go with the addition.
What's that, 120, 130, 140,
No,
something like that?
more than that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What
Close
was
to
it?
180.
180, that's reasonable.
180,000?
That would be without the bay and without the training room, but
I mean, you could put it on a warrant article. What's the worst that's gonna happen if it gets
It's either gonna
bombed?
pass or
And
it's
then
gonna fail.
If it, so at least we're giving them a chance, so we're not cutting them right off at the feet. If we put it on there, it fails, then you have the whole year to do the research on the bonding. you know, how to get bonded, and you could have the public hearings, and you could do all of that research for that year if it fails, and then you can get the addition that you want. So you can do
The
it
main reason why, you know,
one of two ways. It's up to you whether or not
Telling you
wanna
right
go that
now,
route.
if someone turns this in, we're gonna end up like Bow, New Hampshire. You know it, and I know it.
It's really-
Turns us into the state for the way they're living. When it happened in Bow, they had to rent modular trailers, they put them outside.
Oh, yeah.
And if someone turns us in because of the way they're living at that Ridge Station right now, we're gonna be in doo-doo. That's all it's gonna take. It already happened in Bow, New Hampshire. They spent $200,000 putting up portable shower units, portable
Can I,
rooms for them to sleep in, and that's all it's gonna take is one person to drop a dime.
yeah, I'm just saying, okay.
So what are we gonna do when the state hits us
Well, they're
with
gonna
that?
know, because you're on a televised meeting right now.
So what? It's public knowledge.
I know, but what I'm saying is, I still say that if you're gonna spend $300,000.
200, he just said.
200.
This is where I'm at.
Is this the safety complex is like a no-go, right? Is that what you're saying?
I thought it's 3 or 4 years away. This safety complex isn't gonna happen right off.
Well, if you put in the ventilation system to take care of the.
We're gonna have that building regardless if we get the safety complex or not. That building's not going nowhere. We're gonna be using it regardless. If we get the safety complex, you're still gonna be using that building.
The Narrows is gonna be there.
Exactly.
No, the Narrows is
So, I
gonna be
mean-
there forever.
Yeah.
All
And then
we're
if they
doing-
get the safety
we're just making
complex-
we're making that building better. It's not saying we can't have a safety complex. That building we have to use that building regardless if we have a safety complex or not. We have to use that building.
And if we build a safety complex and we have the addition on the Narrows, we don't have to go as big on the safety complex on the fire
Right.
side.
Right. You can save money there.
So we save money there.
I mean, regardless of safety complex or not, I'm not saying it's dead in the water, but we have to have that building.
I'm not
regardless.
saying it's dead in the water either, but I don't see it happening in the next 2 or 3 years, I can tell you that.
Right.
and my
The
biggest
work isn't
concern,
getting done on it.
my
We
biggest
don't even
concern,
have a piece of
right.
land, we're
Right.
dreaming.
So here's my question, which nobody has clearly answered. If we fix the ridge with that ventilation system,
It's still illegal.
Right.
why is
Yeah.
it? Why is it?
Sleeping quarters.
This,
We're not allowed to use the upstairs technically.
right.
That's why we stopped having meetings and stuff up there probably, I don't know, 10 years ago. now.
Yeah.
Okay, it just
But they still, we have an
why aren't you
office
allowed?
area.
What is the reason we can't use the upstairs? I just
Inadequate exits, the stairs are too,
The stairs are,
too narrow.
yeah, too narrow, too steep.
there wasn't even, you know, there's no,
We
Now
do
we
have
have a
ladies in the fire
in-house-
department too,
Yeah.
and they work overnight,
Right.
and you got
There's only one restroom, one bunk
ladies and
room.
men commingling, and
there's no,
It's a
there's
bad
no,
situation.
no shower, there's only one toilet at that station.
Oh.
It's kind of immediate life. I say immediate, yes, this has been happening for 10 years, but
A long time, yeah.
our rope-
I was kind of new. And,
Correct. Like Rick said, you know, eventually
Someone drops-
someone's
I mean,
gonna.
it's
We've been skating by and
and it's not getting any
trying
better,
we're trying to get something done to
especially the
be
world.
proactive. So.
I'm at the point. This is how I feel. You guys can, if you want to go ahead and put it on the
I don't
warrant
have a problem
at
with
what you think it's going to cost and what you want to do, I'm okay with it because if it passes, that's awesome. But if it fails, at least you put it there. And gave
Like you said,
people a
it's not
chance.
it's not the waste
And then
because
you
it's always
have-
going to be there.
And then you have, if say it fails, and at least you have a year to say, okay, we know we're not going to get this amount of money in one lump sum, but you have the whole year to set up the bond situation. It sounds like that's going to be a process. It's not going to be a click of your fingers
a
and you're
quick
going to get it.
little-
It's going to be a 3-4 month process of doing all that thing, and then you can come next March, say it fails, and you have it all laid right out in front of you.
And if it passes, you won't need a bond.
Exactly. If it passes this year, you won't need to do all that, but at least if it's there, you have a chance.
And like I
It's-
said,
What's the tax impact on 180K?
Oh gosh, I'd have to
Well,
go.
what's the, what were we at, 5.5?
It was gonna be,
Wait, what's the assessed value of the property? I know
468.
it's not almost 500,000, 500 million. So 180 is would be 50, like, are we talking 50 cents per thousand?
Oh, anyway, yeah. We will figure it out. Give me 2 seconds, I'll tell you.
I mean,
So I don't understand, because last year when we did.
You want 200,000, Scott?
Last year when we did the backhoe for 120, it was only gonna be like a 3-cent impact.
because we were
I would go
spreading it
200,000.
out over 5 years.
Is that why?
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
would
asking,
just-
I don't understand how all that
We're
stuff.
asking for 180K to be spent in 1 year.
To get,
That's all I'm
Good
talking.
majority.
So let's find out what the tax impact's gonna be. I'm not against it, I'm just saying.
and like I said though,
Well, we got poked last year by the school. My taxes went up 350 in the last bill,
Well,
and
mine
I
went up-
expect them to go up 4 in the next bill,
Mine went up
so.
600.
I mean, where do
My
we
year
draw the
assessed value
line
is
on what we're
459
spending
million.
for?
Okay,
and
459.
eventually if we do get a safety
459,
complex, we don't have to be as big on our side.
260.
Right, and I agree, that would be a big savings too.
That would help in the long run.
Works both sides.
Yeah.
It's selling it to the people.
And
That's
that's
the
one of the
hardest
selling points is
Yeah.
the fire department won't need to be as big if we go
Exactly.
with this necessary addition that we need now.
459.
My biggest selling point would be the
I think we could
Safety
get
of the
away with a lot smaller bill than
employees
what
working
I've
there.
seen so
Exactly.
far.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
yep. Because we would only need a couple bays for us.
Yeah, because your main quarters would be
Would be
there.
the narrows now, which is a much safer
I mean,
place to get out of.
just
anyways.
pulling out of there
Right.
No,
10
yeah.
times a day that they
dangerous.
do or whatever is
way it
kind of hazardous because you have to be right on the white
Oh,
line.
yeah.
So that'd be about 40 cents on the tax rate.
40 cents.
One time shot 40.
Said 200,000?
What?
You did 200,000?
Well, I did one, I did 180. You said 180, right?
I think it's
I would
affordable.
go 200.
We got a
So,
bigger
alright,
jump
so
than that, a lot of other
245.
places.
So take 200,
45 cents instead of 40, roughly.
but just to give you an idea,
Oh,
so on a $200,000 house, that'd be,
$50 per thousand. $1,000.
No.
no, it'd be $100 per, $100. It would cost everybody,
That's my
somebody who
new,
had a $200,000 house, actually, it's probably more realistically to use 250.
that's less than what I got this year and what I'm gonna,
Would
less
be
than I'm
what?
gonna
Well,
get
no,
this
that's
spring.
one, Rick, that's one article.
I know.
One article.
I know. I understand
be
that.
Be how much more?
About 43 cents.
About $100 more, is that what you said?
Be about $100 more for one article on a tax bill. On average,
We get 19
$250,000.
articles.
On one, that's one article.
I
Add up all the other articles.
School and town
We keep getting
combined.
stuff rammed down our throat when the state passes it back to us, we got no say in that. Look at the school thing, the kindergarten thing, that all got missed through. Kindergarten's costing us a lot more than what was presented to us in the meeting last
Not-
year.
I'm just putting out the facts.
I know you are, but I'm putting out facts too.
They did it last.
Kindergarten
They
is
did it
supposed to
last
cost
year
us
for
a
the.
lot
For
less
the
money than what it is costing us right now.
they did it last year for the Mary Waldron's boat ramp. That was a one-time tax impact. What was that? 13 cents? 14 cents?
$65,000, $68,000.
I mean, that's not 50 cents, but still, it was a one-time. I mean, I'm okay with it if they want to put it on the ballot.
I'm not saying no, I'm just giving you the numbers.
So we need that more.
I'm agreeing with you, Scott.
And that's
I
why
agree.
I'm not
that's why I
upset.
was against the full thing, and we're trying to
I'm not arguing with
compromise
anybody.
to make
When
it.
the prices came back, it was a lot more than we were expecting.
So do we?
And I didn't want to put that burden on the.
When do
didn't
we
wanna
need
put that burden on
the
So,
I
but
appreciate
we
that.
do need to be proactive
I
and
appreciate
do
it.
something for the
So-
employees that we have now.
Oh, I know. I
You
agree.
guys have to do the final check on Tuesday.
We're gonna do that before our interviews.
You're gonna have to. Because I have to get them all together, and the warrant's gonna be done and available for the deliberative session. I mean, the public hearing on,
So we
The
starting.
10th.
We have our first interview at 5:30. Are we starting earlier than that to do that, or are we gonna do that after? We'll have to do it after. Okay.
All right, so.
So I guess basically you just
Put in a
have
warrant
to
article for
put-
200,000.
put in a warrant if that's what you guys want to do. If you think that's reasonable, then
I think we almost come to a point where we really have almost no choice.
I think, and we just go straight up and down and see what happens.
But
And at least we're given a chance.
These are the things, and I'm just saying, and I'm gonna vote yes on this, by the way, but these are things that people say should have been planned out in the capital improvement plan.
It was, but
that
Well,
was 45,000 on the CIP.
45,000.
That's
And then
what
you
it's
come and you tell the taxpayers, I got a $200,000,
I agree.
they're gonna be upset.
Oh, I agree. It's got to be a
Maybe
tough
so.
sell.
They have to vote whatever way their mind tells them to vote, Scott. We're not holding them hostage. It's like any other warrant article.
But I don't
You
wanna
vote
cut
yes
these
or
guys
you vote
off at the
no.
feet and say, no, you can't put it on the ballot just because.
I'm not saying that, I'm just pointing out the facts.
And just along those notes, maybe pass on that next time they do a capital improvement plan, they invite the department heads to present so they can get all the facts.
I believe,
So,
I believe
That went out
all the
last May.
department heads, you weren't sent something saying that we were doing a capital improvement plan.
no,
It was
yeah, we
emailed
were,
out
but
to
I
all
think we should
departments
actually be
and
there and actually be at the meeting and present what we have so we can describe it.
We all had forms that had to be filled out and signed by the department heads and turned into the town administrator back in June. They were all there, and that was on there. That's
But
what,
So I mean, how can, I guess my question is, I'm not trying to be difficult.
Well,
Did you get a form saying?
yes, we all did projects. I had all the guys
Yeah,
do
that was
different
on there.
projects.
So you said 45, and now you're coming here 9 months later and saying it's 200,000.
That was just a off the hip number.
We weren't, we did the research on the Plymouth events, we did the research on the SCBA's, gear. I mean, how do we know what a safety building's gonna cost, Scott? We don't. Some people might say 1 million, some people may say 10 million, we don't know.
I'm
Right, but that would
talking
put
about
money
the
into-
addition on the Narrows. Was that planned, or did you just say?
We
we're gonna
kinda
put
came up
addition?
with the idea this year, to try to save the town money, to get us out of a bind that we,
All
I don't
I'm
wanna see
saying-
the
all I'm
employees.
s- I'm not, really not,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to.
I understand.
I'm just saying that I think we should be,
But
we
my
should
point
actually.
is, if we get our fingers pinched, what are the taxpayers gonna do then? If what happens in Bow happens in this town, what are we gonna do?
Well, we don't have a power plant that was overcharged specifically. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's a huge unexpected cost to the town, which is fine. I understand the situation we're in.
Right, but we're giving them a chance to vote whether or not they want to take it or not. We're not just.
I don't think, but down the road, I don't think the state could come out and say, you don't have a choice, you gotta fix this.
You don't think so? They've done it in the past.
That's what I'm saying. Even if the town votes this down, we still have to, might have
That's
to
what I'm
do-
saying, we're gonna be stuck doing something.
At some point, if something happens.
I mean, there's been quite a few
I
towns.
mean, I'm not disagreeing, put the article in, I'm just having a discussion.
Right.
I'm not disagreeing with anything. I watched what happened, I saw what happened, I followed it. And I know it cost them more than what these guys are asking for now. So if we get our fingers pinched, what are we gonna do then? We're gonna have to do something.
And we were working on the safety complex, but that got picked up for a little bit and then it died off. It disappeared and then, you
Never
know,
came back.
We
so,
don't even know. They.
so we were looking for another option. So that's why we was trying to get by with what we have now. But now we're to the point where the safety complex, like Mr. Wolf said, is probably 4 or 5 years away still, if that, if we're lucky. And, you know, so, but we need to do something now. So that's why we know, yes, it's a big impact on the town, but we'd like to try to do that.
And the safety complex
All
thing
you can
started
do is
5
try.
years ago and it just hasn't moved forward.
We
so.
don't even have. They were supposed to come to us with a warrant to
6
put
years ago.
on the ballot to do a model, and they didn't even do that this year. Did they put it in the budget or something? Is that what
Yeah,
they
they
did?
came in and said they wanted to hire a consultant.
Yeah, but they didn't. They were supposed to put in a warrant to get money so they could come to us next year with an actual model.
Yes, and I believe
There's
Glenn
no
did.
warrant. There's no warrant that says
No
that.
warrant.
the only warrant we have is to put money into the
Okay.
capital.
That's-
So
So
they
let's move on. Okay, we're done. Let's move
All
on.
right,
just come back.
get your warrant
Just
article
get it
ready.
to
Get
Sandy
it
by
when?
Tuesday, and then that we can.
I need it by Tuesday.
She needs it by Tuesday.
And then we can just put it on, and that'll be good. That's it?
That's it.
I mean, I
don't know
have
if
the
you wanna
one
go
that
over
says
this list.
45, I can just change the number if you're okay with that. And use that.
You have
language.
145?
The one that they originally submitted for the 45,000, I can just
Just
change
change
the
it to
number.
yeah, just change it to
If you're
200,000.
okay with the language in that warrant. Okay.
Let's change it to 200,000.
Okay, I want his
I'll
approval.
double
as the
check
town-
it, but-
Okay.
I'll let you know tomorrow.
And I want to say, just so you guys know, I'm not trying to be difficult, I'm just talking about the
Yeah, I know.
issues.
Oh,
I think we all understand that.
There's a lot of issues, unfortunately.
I'm a townsperson, so yeah, believe me,
I'm looking out for my
This
tax
isn't the
bill
first
too.
time we've had a number differential with the CIP, maybe that was gone about wrongly. I don't know how we come up with some of the numbers, but this isn't the only number that's been contested. Only,
That was like the CIP this year. We were supposed to buy a backhoe and buy a new truck. That was $250,000.
there's a lot of things that were changed around, that were moved around.
What's more important? I mean, we nixed one where I guess we're only going for the backhoe, but if we went for both what the CIP called for, we would have been spending as much more money than we're looking at on this warrant article.
I think we just give it a shot and see what happens. Sell, sell, sell. That's all we can do.
I think
That's what I,
Just try to just.
that's what I said.
I mean,
If it's meant to be, it'll happen. If it isn't meant to be,
it's
it
gonna
won't
be a big
happen.
impact, but I think it's something that we need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
just that,
That list. I'm
The
not sure
list,
if we can go over that now.
no, we can't now, but I don't know.
I'm going to non-public now.
Yeah, we could go quick if you guys want to
Yep,
finish
we'll be
up.
real
'cause
quick.
Linda isn't here yet
right.
anyway.
She's in the main office, but
We're gonna
Oh,
go.
is she?
Okay.
I'll make a motion to go into non-public.
Like 5 minutes.
RSA 91A3, paragraph 2, what's personnel?
see,
C.
personnel is.
I'll second.
All
We'll be
in-
right back.
Roll call.
Donald Hush and I.
Rick Wolf, yes.
B?
See,
C. I also vote yes.
We're now in non-public.
I'd like to make a motion to come out of non-public.
Second.
I also vote, Scott Breyer, I vote yes.
Donald Hush and yes.
Rick Wolf, yes. Make a motion, see you.
I'd like to make a motion to seal the minutes.
Second.
Any discussion?
That's it.
Seeing none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0.
Linda, come on up. Make this quick. Very quick. Fire chief got a little out of control.
No, we had quite a bit of ground to cover there.
Okay, just have two items. The Stratford Regional Planning Commission contract. Now, last year, as you may recall, we broke it into increments. I'm going to suggest that we do it for a full year. We have James Burdine, that's our planner, and the issue that we had, you may recall, is that the previous planner had moved up his position, which changed the fee schedule, and we were locked into, here, I got extras here. Those are the ones for signature, so if you want your own copies, I can.
That's all right. I can read off of his. I'll sign them.
The contract is pretty much the same, but if you want to take a minute to go over it, I'll explain what the only real difference in what we had from before. Under compensation on the first page, the last two sentences, I requested that they add some language that allow us, if we're gonna go for the full year, that their fiscal year ends June 30th and starts July 1. So rather than writing different contracts, just have language that allows us to renegotiate if they have a billing rate increase.
Hold on. I have a question about that, Mr. So, when we sign this contract, we're signing it for their year, not our
No,
year.
for our year.
So in our year, so they can't, so they're saying their rates might change on July 1st?
Correct, and that's why that last sentence under
So let's just sign a
compensation.
6-month agreement then.
Well, you can do that. We know right now that they anticipate that he's at a rate of 45 an hour, which includes his medical and all his, we don't pay anything.
Because the only reason
other than
I'd
the
want to
flat
sign
rate.
like a 1-year agreement is only if I could fix my cost for the whole year. If I can't guarantee to fix my cost for the whole year, I just want to sign a 6-month agreement.
Well, this basically does that with the right to renegotiate, should there be a change in the billing rate. That's why that was added.
So at that point, we could make a choice to renew or not renew, so would be the same thing as,
Well, we don't, see, I think, because we really can't renegotiate, because they can come back and say, this is the price, because we don't really have an opportunity to go out to bid for that. You know what I'm saying, Linda?
I do, but we've gone out several times, and we have not been able to find anyone within a close range. It's generally 75 per hour and up for comparable.
So they don't have, so they don't know how, like, I would imagine this guy, they're gonna know what this guy's rate is next year, because they must be on a pay scale.
Well, they don't, the reason they don't know, I mean, is because it's actually their executive board that sets the billing rate based on their on their proposed budget for July 1 to June 30, 2019. But the language does allow you to renegotiate at that point if the amount changes. Either that or you can
if it doesn't
agree to
change,
6 months and
Town
I'm
and
sure
commission
they'll,
knows what the fiscal
you
year.
could vote it, they'll redo the contract if you'd like, but the first year we went with them, we did go for a year. The second year we went for a year, and that was the second year there was an issue because there was a change in the billing rate. That's why the language was added, so that there's no question that the town has the right to renegotiate if you're dissatisfied with the billing rate.
any comments?
All right.
Almost set, I guess. Because if they do, well, if they change it, there's not, I mean, we'll probably stay with them anyways.
I know the last time we had to change, it wasn't a lot of money. What was it like? I can't remember the percentage. Was it
I think it went up.
$5 or
It did
something
go
an
up
hour or something?
because.
We get to bill this out, right?
Pardon?
There's a planning board, we get to charge the
A
developer.
lot
or
of it comes
whatever.
back.
No, we don't. Not for this. We could do that, but then you'd have to set up an escrow account. If it was a major development, we could do that. But it would have to be worthwhile to want to go to the extent of setting up an escrow account for the planning services, although it can be done, and that cost passed on to the developer. I can tell you that we are only at about 50% of the budgeted amount. Some of that is because it was 3 months we didn't have somebody in 2017. But also the average monthly cost has been much lower because when we changed from the previous planner to who we have now, he does not have hours at the town hall.
So for the first 6 months, what is the rate now that we pay?
45. We're paying 45 now.
What was the rate last year?
The rate went from, it was 45. When it changed was when Mr. Sullivan changed, and I believe it was due to go up from 50 to 60, and it was negotiated to keep it at a lower rate through the end of December, and then that's when he took employment somewhere else. So I don't believe we ever had to incur the higher cost.
I guess I'm okay with it.
Guess someone needs to make a motion then.
Make a motion to allow Rick to sign this on behalf of the board.
I'll second that.
More discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the motion passes 3-0.
Okay.
Got something else?
The next item is the Higgins land donation. I looked into the cost of accepting that donation. It's my understanding from Mrs. Garrett that, that she has contacted the, person that is doing the donation, and they did not, anticipate incurring any cost to do the donation. So, what's involved is there's a deed, and I have an estimate from Laura Spector, $200 for the deed, and the title search and closing costs is $495 for a total of $695 to accept the property.
How much property is this?
It's 1.3 acres, it's on Quimby Drive, it's under our zoning ordinance, it's a non-buildable lot, it's on a private road, it's not 2 acres. The assessed value is $18,200.
Would it be better just to leave it on the tax map?
Thing is they won't be able to, we're gonna have to take it at some point anyways, because they can't afford it, that's the reason
So
why
when
they're
we,
donating it.
when we take it, right, do we have to pay any of these costs when we take it?
To have it deeded?
Yes, because they weren't anticipated paying a dime, they were just gonna give it to the town. We have all these legal fees that will have to be incurred to make this land conveyed to the town.
Yeah, so is it cheaper
But
to
if we
take the
take it-
donated, or is it cheaper to take it as tax deeded?
I would take it now and have to pay the fees. And
If
then
they don't
turn it
wanna pay the
around.
fees.
No, we're gonna have to pay the fees, but then you can turn it around and you can sell it to a butters, or Linda has some suggestions too.
My suggestion is this: if there's costs that will be incurred if you don't take it, my understanding is that they don't want to keep paying taxes on it, that's why they're making the donation. The taxes are paid to date as of the December bill that just came in just
So you
beyond.
pay
the-
the taxes.
So
last
they're
week.
paid to date. If we take it now and we pay the $700 to have it deeded to the town, my suggestion would be that you would immediately try to sell it to abutters and give them, say, 30 days and see if that raises any interest. And if not, sell it as an unbuildable lot, put it in a deed that you would convey as an unbuildable lot so nobody could come back later. It would be part of the agreement, and sell it as a woodlot. Somebody would buy it for that purpose, just to be able to, possibly, it could be a woodlot. You would, and that way, if you do it by April 1st, you won't lose, you'll continue to get your taxes. The taxes are $500 a year. It would stay on the tax roll, so you'd get the 500, you get whatever the difference is between the 700 and the sale price. Let's say it brought $10,700, you'd get the 10,000 as revenue, and then
Who's gonna pay 10,000 for that though?
I think you'd have a hard time.
It's not buildable.
Couldn't,
but it's 1.3 acres and it's a wooded
It's a
lot.
woodlot.
but what are you gonna get off at $500 worth of wood for how many years? I think it'd be a hard sell, other than sell it to somebody that abuts it.
Well,
that's
you
what
could
she's
do
talking
that.
about, is-
I would,
What's cheaper for us to take it now? I mean, is there a difference in cost?
well, you'd have to wait 3 years, you'd lose out
Taxes.
the $1,500 or whatever the taxes would be if they were $500 a year. You're gonna lose that before you get it, and then you're gonna have to go through the same
You're
process.
still gonna have to do a title
That's
search
why-
once it's yours to give it away, right?
Right. So,
So they're gonna, so if we take it now, they're gonna pay their taxes.
They already did.
They already
paid
paid
it
the
last
date,
week.
so we're not gonna lose it, but if we wait, we're gonna lose 1,500 in taxes.
Well, we're gonna lose 1,500 in taxes when we
Because-
take it.
Because you can't take it now for 3 more years.
3 more years, you gotta
We're
wait
gonna
till
have
they,
to do anything
if you're-
with it for 3 more
If you're
years.
waiting, if you're thinking about talking his tax deed, right,
We take it now, we can do whatever we want with it right now.
Right, we could get rid of
turn
it.
it around.
if you turn it around, it's your best scenario, because that way you keep it on the tax rolls, and
We
it's
won't have
caught
that
up now.
For us though. Do you think so?
And you're
You never
talking,
know.
talking
Depends on
Who's the
$700.
abutters? Some
Depends on the
abutter might
abutters.
have interest in it already.
How many, is there any
Whoever
other,
abuts it.
is there any unbuildable lots that if we were to combine those, that would make a buildable lot that the abutters would wanna buy? I guess that's the
We
question.
don't have anything there, I don't think.
No, I mean, so in other words, is somebody else
has like
going,
5 acres and they abut it.
not gonna make a difference, but if, say, somebody has like 1.2 and they wanna abut this 1 point whatever it is, that
It's a
makes their lot.
private road, you're not going to, it should never be a buildable lot. It's a private road,
Well, how many
it's
times have we heard private
non-maintained,
roads aren't
but it's
buildable?
non-maintained, there's nothing there. One person bought 10 or 12 of those lots and merged them all on the other side of the road. So that person might want one more lot down in there, or one of the people that owns beside it, but it,
Hey, the town could buy it, we could clear it, and then we could put the ice rink there.
there you go.
Yeah, that'd be another headache.
Drop in a road so they can get to guys. Right?
Yeah.
As long as it's plowed.
All right, so what are we doing? Let's move on.
I'm good.
I'm good, you wanna take it?
Make a
Might as
motion.
well.
Sounds like that's what we're gonna do.
Alright, so I'll make a motion to accept the Quimby property as a donation to the town. Do we
Second.
have a map plan number, real quick?
Yeah, it's, 205-18.
Map 205, lot 18.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes 3-0.
Are you gonna make a motion to expend these funds?
Why, it's under, how much are the funds? $700 is below the threshold. You guys can.
They're very close to encumbrance for the year, but we can work down on this.
So we all said we need to make a motion.
Do we need to
Well, I
make
just wanna know that you wanna go ahead and have the deed
wanna
and
execute
the
it.
work
We voted
and
to
the
do
title
it.
search
Well, if
done.
you voted to do it, of course we could do that.
We voted to do
Right.
it, so we're good.
We're good.
Just
Okay.
gonna-
I mean, if
Whenever
we
it-
weren't gonna take the property, the fact that we're taking the property should be, we gotta get it deeded and stuff, don't we?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So why would we need to do another motion?
Sit down.
You're happy, I'm happy. Thank you, Linda. Anything
You're
else?
welcome.
Never doing that.
And I did ask Dale, I don't think he got out there today, but he said he was going to, I asked him if he would take a drive down there and just make sure that it's not a dumping site, or that there isn't a bunch of stuff on it, or whatever, take a look at
We've
it.
done that before we accept it.
Well,
You get it either way.
No, we can say we don't want it if it's a
right.
I don't think it is. I
Would
don't
you
think
rather
any-
it be
I don't think anybody
dumped
goes-
on or have us clean it up so it looks decent? Because there's a lot of dumping sites in town.
Is there?
Yeah,
Lower Deerfield Road,
yeah.
down at the very end.
Thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
Thanks, Linda.
Golf
Have a
Road.
Happy New Year.
At the
Happy New
very end.
Year.
Take a ride down the Golf Road, follow it
Okay,
all the way to
moving
the end.
on.
Not to where the town stops plowing
Where
it, to
that
where the
other-
actual end of it
Where the
is.
pond is?
No, it goes to the end and then there's like, it's called Gulch Mountain, but it actually goes, the town's supposed to plow all the way through. It goes to tar, then it goes to dirt. And then if you go all the way to the end of the dirt road, there's another little
Yep.
trail that goes down in the woods. Quite a lot of trash down in there.
I was informed today by one of the ladies in the front office that the minutes of October 3rd were never approved by the Board of Selectmen
Really?
back in October.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you even have them or if you've read them.
Yeah, they
She
was
put
in
them
the-
back in your packet supposedly, so.
I'll make a motion to approve the October 3rd minutes.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0.
Okay, and then we have the ones for the 28th as well.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from November 28th.
Second.
Any discussion?
None.
Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
And I know you haven't had a chance to read the ones from the 12th or the 19th.
Nope, we'll just cut them
Okay, so
to.
we'll do those at the next meeting. Okay, and then I have a manifest. This is the final vendor run for the year.
I'll make a motion to pay manifest 2017, number 28, in the amount of $146,077.40.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Passes 3-0.
I have some purchase orders that actually need to be signed. They're in the manifest, but I need the purchase order
We don't
signed.
have to make, we don't have to make motions because they're in the vendor manifest, correct? We can just sign them?
Well, you should still read them into the record.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
have we approved them yet?
Well,
How can we spend, I just gotta ask this question again.
They're in the vendor run.
they're in, I have to get them off the encumbrance. Your encumbrance is gonna be like sky high. This one is for Fillmore Industries that was for sand,
Gravel.
already purchased, that was approved to be purchased. This is Daco for plowing, 12/9 through 12/18. And this is 13,000 in salt that's already been,
So these are, this purchase, is this, okay.
We've already approved that like 3 times.
I just need you guys to sign them, right, and just read them into the record is what the purchase orders are, right.
We've already approved
Okay,
it like.
I got a purchase order for Fillmore Industries in the amount of $5,261.32. So
This is for gravel for the roads.
Sand.
Sand and gravel, yeah,
Yes,
sand.
some of that's actually sand.
Sand for winter use.
I got a purchase order for DL Daco for plowing and sanding roads, $5,115. So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, passes 3-0.
This is
Both
all
of
this
these.
year's plowing because we've had
Yes,
some storms
absolutely.
before the first of the year, which is
Absolutely.
not normal for us.
This is salt, there's 13,000 there. We're going through
What
that.
happens when you have 3 storms in a row?
Well, this is just in the storm. This is from the last month and a half.
Okay.
We had what, 3 and 4 days?
I have a bulk road salt to Morton Salt in the amount of $13,829.25. So I moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passes 3-0.
This is your final encumbrance report for this year. It's a little high, and I gave you the explanation as to why. It's mostly the Mary Waldron. We got 46,000 outstanding for Jay Parker.
Okay. And these are all,
I've gone through that with the department.
is there any purchase orders that could be closed out?
No, I sat and did that all this afternoon. Was calling department heads and saying, you know, can I close this one? There was some that I did close. The departments are right on the average. They're about 84,000. The rest of it's all Mary Waldron, and the other 3,000 for GMI
Okay.
for the end of drainage.
I'll make a motion to approve the encumbrance amount of $136,680.40.
Second.
Any discussion? The department's encumbrances are $84,601.18. We have a big increase this year, $46,000 to pay Jay Parker and $3,079 for CMA engineers and $3,000 being held for GMI for the under drainage project on Bull Lake Road.
Discussion, I have some. So we're paying GMI for
Wait,
doing
did you
the-
second it, DJ?
Yeah, he
I did.
Okay.
No, we're not paying them, we're holding it, that's
We're
what.
holding the 3.
We're
You
holding
guys-
it in
The
escrow.
3,000.
We're holding back.
You haven't paid that out. It's encumbered. Last meeting, you guys told me to pay the base to get the contract paid, which
Yeah.
which you did. There's 3,000 that's encumbered that we're holding.
Right,
That's the additional, yep, that's what you guys asked me to do at the last meeting.
all right. As far as Jay Parker, you're not giving them their money yet, right?
I haven't gotten even a bill from them.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's encumbered.
It's all encumbered right
You
there.
can take it out of
Alright.
next year's budget.
Because we are short planks at the beach, and we're not gonna have them for a while. There's been some discrepancy on how many are needed, and I haven't been able to get a hold with them to have a discussion about it. There's 16 feet left to be planked, and that means we need 11 planks. And he supposedly had some in his yard, but they turned up to be 10-footers instead of 12-footers, so
So,
we have to have them made, and it's gonna take a while to
so
get them made.
don't increase the cost.
No, it
Are they
shouldn't
gonna have
not
it
to
done
us.
before, are they gonna have it done before the water's raised back
Oh,
up?
yeah, it'll be done before then.
When do
It'll-
they raise the water back up? April?
Spring, April.
Usually
He'll be
when
done
ice,
in
usually when
probably
ice is
next
out,
3
usually
weeks.
right after ice is out.
So he can still build and do.
Yeah, he's up out of the water.
Oh, okay.
He's on, up to the beach, and he's got,
Oh, so he's got the ones all in the water.
they're all done down there.
So we gotta vote yes on that?
Yeah, you need to vote.
Yeah, it's encumbered, right?
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
passes 3-0.
What else you got?
Assessing?
Just sign it
I
right.
thought we didn't do an assessing, I thought we were just gonna do the encumbrances.
Well, I only got one, so I'm just gonna give it to you. I know, I'm sorry.
I know. We did say it was gonna be a short meeting.
Is there something hooked to the back of that, maybe? All kinds of things hooked to the back of that, didn't
Oh, I gotta work next Wednesday.
Right, no, right here.
Okay, I just got this here. So you got one assessing item, land use change tax, map 102 lot 29, revocation of exemption in supplemental tax bill. So you gotta collect $20.
Costs that much to do the
Second.
paperwork.
Oh, so moved.
Any discussion, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes 3-0.
Couple places to sign in.
This is the tax map contract that we do from, used to be Cartographics at CAI, that we do annually. And it just needs the board's approval. The cost fees are in there, and a spot for all three of you to sign.
And that's for what?
The tax mapping is the tax that we have to, yeah.
Scott had some questions about that for us.
Alright.
Glad you can move
I'll
on.
make a motion to sign the 2019 tax map maintenance contract for the town of Northwood. What's the amount? 28.
On the page before, I think.
Thank you.
Rick, you signed where my name was.
So wait, it's
Any different sign board?
$2,850 and then $15 per building added or changed. So moved.
Second.
Any discussion, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So, what do you sign it and write your name in and then the title?
Yes, can you vote?
Aye.
Aye, we did vote.
We did, but
You
Scott
did, he didn't.
Scott didn't. Passes 3-0.
I voted.
I have to sign this one.
Okay, next I have a recommendation from the Recreation Commission to add Ashley Martin onto the commission. And I have an oath of office that needs the board's approval.
I'll move to add Ashley Martin to the Recreation Commission
Pending background check.
pending background check.
Second.
Any discussion?
Wait, so office, term of office expires March 15th of 2020.
Wait.
Do these,
Can we back up there
do
for a
these
second?
need background checks for committee members?
Yeah, because they're gonna be working with kids.
Okay.
Hold on a second for discussion. I thought we were gonna start changing these to one-year terms when there were new people. That's because we've done that with every other committee, that when a new person comes on, we've changed their term to a one-year term.
So
We've
we
done
can
that with
stagger
every
them.
other. We've done that with every other
I
committee.
thought we
that
did that to stagger them because we had all those people drop off that committee at once. Like,
I just know that we've done it. I'm not saying we have to do it. I'm just saying I know we've done it with others. I'm not saying we have to. We can leave it at 3.
Aren't the terms staggered right now for the other members?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Every
this
committee has
person's
staggered
gonna get
members.
a longer term than the person that's already on it.
No, they're already, on there.
They've already been on there.
Like, for
She's already
example,
on.
you only have a year, 2 years, I got 3 years. 'Cause
I know, but my question is this lady already a member or is she a new member?
She's a new
She's a new
member,
member.
so she's getting a full 3 years.
I don't have an issue with that, I just know we've done it to the
Yeah, you
other
don't want
one,
everyone to
so-
get done the same time because you don't have a committee.
You wanna have some people that have some,
Experience.
Right, I understand that, but this committee is also, most of these people on this committee have just joined this year. None of them have been on there longer than a year. So they're all gonna have the same term.
Yeah, they're all gonna, because we just appointed 2 more.
We just appointed,
Blue
they've
Girl,
all
and we
been
appointed-
appointed in the last year. They're all new.
So we do have a problem then.
They're all new. I mean, every single one of them's only been on there
Have
for
they
a
all
year.
been 3-year terms when you have appointed them this year?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I don't
maybe
think
we
any of
should-
them have been here longer than a year.
Yeah.
We should appoint this one for a year.
I'd like to amend my motion that this appointment only be till, 20,
Make it 2019, so at least they get all of
2019.
18. Yeah, all of 2018. Yeah.
Okay, so let me,
That way they get all of 2018 and by March
You
2019.
second that?
Yeah, second. The amendment.
Any more discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
This is only
Aye.
to stagger.
Passes 3 to
For
0.
if they're asking, this is only to like to stagger the people when they're getting off.
well, you don't want
We
them all.
don't lose them all in 1
At
year.
the same time, and then we have no commission, right?
Well, we've done it with other committees. This isn't the first we've done it. We did it
Well,
with the
we
planning
don't usually
board.
have most committees start at the same time.
Yeah, we did it with the
That's
planning
it.
board.
All staggered.
you got anything?
I have one more thing real quick. We have one employee that is actually taking a 3-week vacation to Australia, and this was approved back in September. The problem is, our policy says if any employee is leaving more than 2 weeks, the board has to approve it. So, it's more of a formality, because I don't think any of you guys are gonna stop her from
It
going on
was
her trip.
previous.
But it was not approved by the board previously, so it needs to be done so.
Make a motion to allow Dolores Fritz to take 3 weeks vacation from 1/15/18 to 2/5/19.
Second.
Any discussion?
My
Seeing
only
none?
question is, are we gonna have enough staff to cover that position?
Yes. We have the other 2 ladies out front, both stepping up to do budget and selecting minutes.
That's my only question.
And then one other
All
thing
in
real quick.
favor?
Aye.
Aye,
If you
passes 3
wanna
to 0.
think about this for the next meeting, you don't have to make an answer tonight. I did the research on the rescue truck, and the 2 that are close are like 8,000 and 10,000 to put that out to bid.
So if we put like a
So-
little bit at 6, I mean,
That's up to the board to think about and
we'll
decide,
think about it, we can come
and get back to me so that we can get this posted. So,
I'd make a motion for adjournment.
Wait a second,
Wait
don't
a
we have selectmen minutes? Don't
We have
be
selectmen
rushing
minutes
it.
and we have
Selectmen
public comment.
selectmen.
Town administrator's
I
report.
thought this was just a work
No, this
session.
is an actual meeting.
I thought we were
This
just
is
having a
actually-
work
No,
session.
next week's the work session.
Next week's the work session.
As one selectman, I don't have any selectman report.
My only thing, my one is, do we have any delivery date on our box for the transfer station? I know with the snow that we have now, it's getting closer to the cleaning out the area where we're gonna put it.
The truck body?
Yes, do we have a date, delivery date?
It was supposed to deliver last
Oh, I haven't been in for a
Thursday,
while.
Wednesday or Thursday.
I haven't been in there for a while, so maybe they did deliver it. That was my
I
question.
hadn't seen it, but.
Okay,
it'd
well,
be
they were
there.
supposed to.
That was my question,
So,
it's just
okay.
because I know we're getting all this snow, is did it get into the spot
Okay.
it needed to get into?
I haven't heard they haven't brought it, so,
We got a backhoe to put it in.
and I'm sure someone would have been calling me by now if it wasn't there, and I haven't gotten a phone call.
I was gonna say, it probably is there, I haven't been in there for a couple of weeks.
I was in there yesterday and I didn't notice it.
Okay.
I didn't know what.
That's it. Besides the gate being open at 5 o'clock at night, I don't know why it is.
I don't know why it was open tonight either, but it was open. I'd just like to say some people question the condition of a couple of roads. I just want to let everybody know that our plow truck had been broken for 5 or 6 days. We got it fixed and the guys did a good job doing the roads. And hopefully we're back in running order and we won't have any people questioning why the plowing wasn't quite as good as it had been in the past. But sometimes when you lose a truck and you have a smaller truck, you can't do the job that you could do with a truck that had a wing on it when it doesn't have a wing on it. So thanks to Charlie and Pete and all the guys that plow snow, they did a good job as far as I'm concerned.
I guess that's it. No other
Well said, Rick.
comment? Well, somebody, some people pick up on everything. How come the snow isn't off the edge of the road? Because our truck broke down. The truck is plowing, doesn't have a wing.
I'd also just like to say that I understand people are very antsy to plow to the ice skating rink, but I don't think it's a good idea as much as we don't want to tell the volunteers they can't plow, but that is town property, so if you get in an accident or get stuck on it, the town is actually liable, so it'd be best to let the town plow that road and just be patient and wait for the road agent to have time to plow it. Because now we have somebody in a ditch up there.
Well, I don't think the town's liable because at that point they're
Somebody's in
trespassing.
the ditch.
They were.
Yeah.
They're out
I
now.
don't know
They're
what
trespassing
they're
with a plow. We're not liable for that. There's no gross negligence on the town's.
I just
Town's
think
property.
they can wait a day. I mean, they can wait a day or two to
Because
get
they
it
don't
plowed.
want to wait for the highway department to go do it tomorrow.
They didn't want to wait.
I don't think personal vehicles that are not hired by the town should be up there plowing.
Absolutely
They
not.
did it on their own. Nobody asked them
They're
to.
not supposed to be.
Nobody asked
They could
them to.
actually be.
I have pictures right here that I know who did it.
It needs to, yeah, they
I
can't be
know
doing
who
that.
did it. They admitted to it.
All right.
not rocket science, figure it out.
Say, I'm gonna make something after that. I do not want, and I'll put it out there, I do not want any private vehicles that are not hired by the town or town vehicle to be doing any plowing on behalf of the town.
Absolutely.
I think it's too much of a liability,
I agree.
and I wanna put it out there on the record.
I agree.
So after this incident today, there will be no more private vehicles plowing on
Town
town
property.
facilities unless hired by the town to do so.
I completely agree.
So I'll make that as a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And if somebody could get that out to the public, or how do we relay that?
We can put that right on the website if you want to.
I just, something happens to the vehicle, something happens to him. I just don't think the town needs that liability.
I don't understand
You
what
put that right in the paper, right?
I don't think
Yeah.
you'd be
I don't
liable
understand
to
what the
anybody,
big rush was. I mean, we had 3 storms in 4 days. Give the highway department a chance to plow it.
right.
I mean, it's the day after Christmas. They worked on Christmas. Give them a break. I mean, it's not like we could use it today. It's covered in snow.
No private vehicles
You
that
gotta give it a chance.
be
You
plowing
gotta give
town
the highway
facilities.
department a chance to actually get to it. I'm sure they had to clean up roads today. They had to resand. It's not as easy. You can't just snap your fingers and it's gonna get plowed the same day. It's
Well,
they gotta have patience. It's that simple.
All right, I guess we're moving on. There's no public comment, so unless Becky would like to make some.
I have several, just
All right.
kidding. Just kidding. Nothing, I have nothing.
It was.
I guess we're in order for
Yeah.
a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. Good evening. I'd like to call the Northwood Board of Selectmen's meeting to order on January 2nd, 2018.
Donald Hushin here.
Rick Wolf.
Scott Breyer.
I will do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now we're gonna go into.
Yeah, I'll let you guys do that.
Huh?
We're
All
gonna-
right, I'm gonna make a motion to go into non-public under which one do I need?
It's B.
RSA 91
91A3B.
A3-B for interviews.
Second.
Roll call.
Donald Hushin, aye.
Rick Wolf, yes.
Scott Breyer, aye.
We're now in non-public.
Make a motion to come on non-public.
Second.
Just for discussion, we're just doing interviews for the town administrator. We interviewed 2 people tonight. After that, I'd like to make them, we gotta do a vote.
Donald Hushin, aye.
Rick Wolf, yes.
Aye. Scott
Passes
Breyer.
3-0.
I'd like to make a motion to seal the minutes related to the interviews.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0.
I'd like to get the manifest, please.
Yes.
like to make a motion to approve manifest, the payroll manifest, first one of 2018 in the amount of $47,950.37.
Second.
Any discussion?
It was, so, there is a couple part-timers that,
That are not paid? Yep.
okay.
One from the fire department, one from recreation.
Okay.
That I know of. If there's any more out there, I don't know.
But they can just get paid next time, right?
Absolutely.
That's the only
Any more
question.
discussion?
No.
Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
And then, did you have some assessing?
I do. I have just this one.
Is this being recommended, refunded?
It's storm damage.
Oh,
I don't,
all right, well, he had storm damage? Okay,
so we're gonna give it, let's do it, and then we'll second it, and then we can have discussion. I just have a problem with what's gonna go on with this. We're gonna get hit 1,000,000 times if we,
If you want to table it till the next meeting, you can.
I'd at least like to read it.
Okay, I can wait, we put it off to the next meeting.
What do you think, Scott? You wanna look at it a little bit?
well, I just wanna
I
read
haven't
it.
read it, so.
I'm kind of confused. How does this not fall under FEMA? Why would this be on us?
Well, first off, Rockingham County didn't get approved as, so
There's
it was
nothing.
not declared they can't put in
Alright.
for it.
Oh, that makes that point.
Well, here's another, is the property insured?
Should be. But that doesn't mean it is.
Why would we give an abatement, then he's gonna fix it, and then we're gonna,
Then we're gonna have to go back out.
that's the point I wanna
Well,
make.
that's what I'm recommending. Maybe we should table this.
Well, why wouldn't,
Maybe
why
we
wouldn't he
should
get it
look at
covered
it,
by his
have a little
insurance to fix
conversation
it?
about
Why
it.
wouldn't he have his insurance fix it?
Oh,
I'd like to look into this a little more myself.
yeah,
I would agree to.
I don't see a lot of these.
I've never seen one.
I've never seen one of these. And
Maybe I'd like to file one too, because I got a lot of trees down in my house and stuff. I mean,
I have a tree down in my house.
I've got about 20 down.
This is actually
up in the
was
woods.
this actually damage to the building though, right?
I believe it was, yes.
Aha. The cottage needs to be removed as a result of this damage. Our plan is to replace the cottage in the same footprint within 2 years. There's the caveat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we,
So if there's no,
We'll
the
look at
cottage is gone.
no.
No, they need to
Removed.
demo it.
There's the caveat.
And has,
I'd like to wait.
all right, well then my next question
Could you
is.
print
did-
us out the pictures too?
Yeah, I want pictures.
He's got pictures on
Here's
here,
my-
but they're just not
Here's
printed
my, here's my other question.
I don't have that email, so
No,
I'll
but
get it
here's
from
my
Diane.
other question. Did we go out there and say the building's unlivable?
I can't answer that.
We're only
This was
giving
given to
them
me, right.
$138.
All right, so here's, well, yeah, you're giving them $338, but divide that by the tax rate.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm
So
saying.
what is he reducing the assessment on the
So-
property? Then my question is, what are we reducing the assessment on the property for? You know what I'm
If
saying?
they're gonna rebuild it,
Well,
there's some questions that I'd like
here it
to.
is.
I only caught that on the last page.
It sounds to me like they just don't pay taxes. No running water, they knew that when they bought it. And the roof had been leaking, they knew that when they bought it. I mean,
When did the New Hampshire have the date of loss?
So they're only asking it until it's rebuilt. It was,
like I said, I would like to look into it more, but
yeah, no, I want to look into it some more.
I think we have to get more information I think we should table, but I'd like a little more information. I think we will ultimately approve it, but,
Maybe print out the pictures.
yeah, I'd like to see the pictures,
Okay, I'll find out who had the email. I think it's Diane.
so I'll just put that back.
Okay.
Looks
The
like
only other thing I have,
Looks like it's to Dale,
okay. And I will go to Dale.
Ginger Dole. Put on there, Fred Smith.
Ginger Dole.
G Dole.
Let me see.
That's a long time ago.
Can't read it right on the top?
Oh.
To whoever. Says right to it's two.
I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yes,
didn't get
I
that
did.
front page? I did. I did.
Yep.
See, to Dale Sylvia,
Yeah,
G Dole. I'm assuming that's Ginger Dole.
yeah, and I forwarded it.
That was many years ago. That was 20 years ago.
Okay. Let me take this back, okay.
I'm just going by
The
what
only
it
other
says.
thing I have is, I was notified today by the finance leasing company, there's $723 left. Do you guys want it to go towards the next payment?
Yeah.
That's on what?
The fire engine that we didn't use when they did the
Because,
equipment.
because,
Yeah, we should.
I need to have an official
why,
vote to
well,
get
yeah,
that.
why would we want, why would we spend it? Why can't we just put it towards the payment?
You can, or you can buy equipment if the equipment's needed, because
But
the,
Was there a request for equipment?
Nope.
I
We
have a,
already requested it. We already put the.
right, I have a quote for fire hose.
Okay,
If-
but that was never planned on being
Correct.
bought, right?
Correct.
I,
So
I
that's
did.
why-
My opinion is, because we got money left over, let's put the money back towards the payment.
I agree.
Stop spending the money.
I agree, but I need an official vote to give the bank to do that.
You let them buy their jaws of life.
Right.
Do we need to make this official
You
motion?
need, yes, you need to vote to what you want to do with the
I
balance of
vote
that.
that balance be, put towards
Towards the
the
payment.
I'll second.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to put that balance to, reducing our debt with the,
Second.
reducing our debt on the truck.
Second.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes 3-0.
Copy motion. Okay, that's all I had.
You know, one thing we
Is this
didn't,
my copy of this? Sorry, go ahead.
we never shut down the budget, a freeze or anything.
It's
this
done.
year. Well, I know, but I'm just saying, we never did, and
What is
that's
it?
why stuff like that can keep coming up.
Well, no,
Well,
this
I
is,
can't-
no, this
they
is
can't- we're in a
totally
new
separate.
fiscal year now.
Yeah.
And-
So legally, it
so-
couldn't be spent
so-
anyway.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too.
If that's the
In
case.
my opinion is it can't be spent anyway.
Motion to use.
Any other way.
If it's not, if it wasn't encumbered.
It's, well, it wouldn't be encumbered because we don't pay it out, the bank does.
My point is,
Right.
is
But there
why
was no
would
purchase
if we
order.
didn't spend the money, why would we spend the money?
Well, exactly. I'm not arguing with you, I'm
Put
just,
the money
I
back.
need a vote.
I agree.
I have to bring it to the board
I agree.
for the bank to get the
All right, I
vote.
make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, Gary.
Good evening. I'd like to call the Northwood Board of Selectmen meeting to order at 5:30 PM on January 9th, 2018. We're gonna now do roll call.
Donald Hush and I.
Rick Wolf here.
Scott Breck.
Now we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. I'm gonna make a motion to go into non-public under RSA 91. What is that?
It's B. I think.
B. We're gonna conduct 2 interviews and then we're gonna come back out of non-public and conduct our normal meeting.
It's 91A 3B.
91A 3B.
I second it. All in favor?
Oh, you did do
Donald
roll
Hush
call.
and I.
Aye.
I also vote aye.
We're now in non-public.
I'd like to make a motion to come out of non-public.
I'll second. Donald Hush and I.
Rick Wolf, yes.
Scott Breyer, aye.
Just for the record, we were in non-public from 5:31 till 5 minutes of 8 to conduct interviews. I'll make a motion to seal the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
We're now gonna conduct our normal business.
Business. Do we have no
Public,
appointments?
We have no
He
citizens
said
forum.
none. We got new business and septic the minutes.
We gotta do some unfinished business real quick. We need to make a alternative engineering Bow Lake for Bow Lake Ridge Road.
Okay, what I would like to propose is this. I drafted the letter based on the criteria that our engineers had told us we needed to do.
Okay.
I took, and we can change this, it's just change it 2 lines. I did it based on the highway advisories, interview lines, and the way you guys did it.
Okay.
And I put Quantum as number 2 and Hoyle and Tanner as number 3. If you want them switched, let me know.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that, so let's make
Okay,
I'll make
you
a
guys
motion.
need to make a motion.
I'll
on
make a
that.
motion to make Quantum our second pick. If something goes wrong with our first pick for the bridge, red listed bridge at Bow Lake Road.
Second.
Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry, I did that backwards. I did Hoyle and Tanner as second, Quantum as third. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna stick with Quantum as second.
Okay, you want Quantum as second?
Yeah.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, Quantum was the other one that had a couple Northwood residents
Okay.
that worked for him, correct?
Okay. So, based on this letter,
All right, do we vote?
No, we didn't yet, nobody seconded.
okay, go ahead.
I'll second it.
All in
Favor
favor?
discussion? No. Seeing none?
Aye.
Do you have anything?
I do. I would like you also to make a motion, well, all 3 of you have to sign it. I will, so you don't need to make a motion. I'll redo the letter if you guys can stop by tomorrow.
Absolutely.
At different times, or I can leave it out front for you after work.
You know what?
And get it
If
signed.
the 2 of them can sign it, would that be okay?
Yeah, I could take your name off.
Oh, well, no. When do
should
you
be
take it off?
Because I have all 3 of you.
Well, yeah, but you
Only 2 of us have to sign though.
Two of us have to
I
sign.
understand it's gonna look funny blank, but I can send it that way.
Well,
What is it for?
This
Oh,
is
for
for
that?
the Nancy Mayville for the DOT for the red listed bridge letter.
Yep.
It says that, here's the copy of the engineering RFP.
can you sign
Can you
it?
make it as sign on
sign it
behalf of the
tonight?
board and just have him sign it?
Can he sign it tonight? No?
I can sign it, that's what I'm saying, I can do it as Rick,
I
and have him
can,
sign it.
you know what? I will make sure to come by here. I'm gonna be here unless there's something wrong, unless there's a major medical issue tomorrow.
Yeah.
I plan on being here tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be here. Okay, perfect. So I'll redo the letter in the morning, we'll take care of that.
I will.
Okay.
Rick's
All you
gonna
do is
do,
let me know.
Rick's gonna do budget committee, I'm gonna do budget, the town portion tomorrow.
Okay,
And Rick's gonna do the school portion on Thursday.
okay. That works for me. I gave you guys copies of the new warrants as printed, because you guys need to vote on, let's see, warrant number 4.
All right, I'm gonna read this.
And,
Wait a
there's
second, I
4.
wanna look at them.
Yeah, there's 4 we need to vote on.
4.
Sandy, I actually,
Warrant number 8.
Sandy, I actually didn't get a copy of that.
I didn't either.
I didn't either.
I don't have any copy of it. That's
Okay.
why I said I need to
No,
look
these are the
at
ones we did before, but remember we couldn't put the numbers in because we hadn't closed revenue.
it. I
Right.
know,
These are the
but I
same
don't remember what
warrants.
they were.
Well,
They were
no,
blank, there was no
don't we
dollar
have to
amount.
put the one in for the fire department?
Right, that's on here, it's already in there.
There's one for you.
These were on there, but they were blank, remember?
All right, so number 4. All right, so basically, I'll make a motion to approve number 4. The thing we were waiting on was the amounts, so it would be $36,708 for the cable expendable trust fund, $1,100 for the cemetery expendable trust fund, and $17,846 for the transfer station expendable trust fund. So moved.
I'll amend that for a total of 55,654, just for the total.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
was
okay.
the total?
I can add that to my motion.
That's fine. Just so everybody has a total.
Yeah, well, that's where you add those all up, that's
I know, but I know what it is.
55, so for the record, the total of those 3 together is $55,654.
A second.
Any discussion?
No.
Seeing none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0.
Number 8, Lagoon was blank because we have the revenue closed.
I'll make a motion to approve Article 8, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $14,700 to be placed in the Lagoon Maintenance and Repair Expendable Trust Fund, and to fund this appropriation by authorizing the withdrawal of that amount from the Lagoon Special Revenue Fund held by the Northwood
Second.
Treasurer.
Any discussion?
Nope.
Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
What's the next one?
I'm getting there.
Is that the fire station?
The Narrows Fire Station for the 200,000. Yeah, at the last meeting, had me put in. You all
Alright.
talked about it and agreed to it, but there was no official vote.
Okay, I'll move to approve Article 19 to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $200,000 for the Northwood Narrows Fire Station expansion.
Second for discussion.
Yeah,
I have a question. Now, by recommending this, we're not, if we vote no, that doesn't mean it can't go on the ballot, correct?
well, actually,
Because
Well,
this
we have
is,
to
this is my
recommend
thought
nothing.
process on it. I was hoping this would get put out as a bond, because I think that would save the town a lot of money.
actually, and I'll throw this out for conversation,
Yeah?
if we don't, I'm the opinion that,
I'm not saying I'm not gonna vote for it as a voter, I just think that we could have done it without the 44-cent
We
tax
didn't have
impact.
enough, we didn't have enough
I know.
time.
so what I'm saying, I'm not keen on this article either.
Correct.
Because I just think you're at basically just shy of asking for $250,000. And I don't,
I'm not really keen on that, we don't really have a plan for this money.
well, here's the other
Well, we do
thing.
have a plan.
Well,
They
do
got
they
a
have
architectural plans.
do they have an architectural
Yeah, they
plan?
do.
Yeah, but they're actually, correct me if I'm wrong, when he came here, his architectural plans were actually for more than what he's asking for.
Right.
And he's
They
taking
changed
out,
the
yeah, he's
price
taking
by taking
out,
off the addition on the
he's
side.
taking out a few things, exactly.
Well, I'm gonna further go into this. You brought it up for discussion.
I know you're in a hurry, but
No, this is important. Again, I go back to, and
There's two ways to look at this.
well, there is.
I wanna give the people a chance to vote on it, let me get that straight.
But
I wanna
let's
give
go
them a
back.
chance.
Let's go back and say, we're also, what article is the one for the safety complex?
It's not on here.
It's not on there, they never did it.
No.
That's why I said.
Article 18.
Right.
So we're gonna turn it around. We're gonna ask for $200,000.
Oh, there it is right there.
Yeah, Article 18.
Well, who stuck Article?
Public,
They
no,
had-
it's
We
been
already
there.
voted on it too.
You guys heard from it. It was there.
But here's what I'm saying. If
It was there.
so, you basically you turn around. Just hear me out.
You're asking for two separate things.
You're asking for $200,000, and then you're asking, oh, by the way, we're gonna put this $200,000 addition on the fire station, but down the road we want to do a safety complex.
So, we're still gonna need that fire station, let's not forget that.
That fire station in the Narrows is
We're
never
gonna have to
go
have it
away.
no matter what.
No matter whether we got a safety
Oh,
complex or
I'm not against the. I'm not against the. I know.
But I get what you're saying, we're almost
Should
like
we
we're
be asking for two?
Should we ask for too much?
I'd rather not ask for 18 than I would the other one, because if we get into dirty water, we're gonna have a
Well,
problem.
it shows that the budget committee doesn't support it, 7 to 8. They're actually 7 to 8,
If we can't come up with $200,000, how are we gonna come up with $2.5 to $5 million?
Well,
And I know it can be bonded, but it's still gonna be, it'll be more than 44 cents on a dollar on the tax rate.
my issue with this is, just hear me out, is this is not you ever hear the saying needs versus wants?
yeah.
I don't agree with that.
Well,
It's a need, it's not a want.
that's what I'm saying. This is, a new, first off, my opinion is the police station as now is not adequate.
For the amount of cops we have right now,
But
I think it is.
what would happen if we actually had holding cells down there?
We don't need holding cells in this
Well,
town.
no, they're
None.
gonna, just, okay, regardless, they gotta immediately run somebody down to Rockingham.
That's what we pay $464,000 to the county of Rockingham for.
You're still gonna have
We're
to
gonna
rent
have to
to
hire a guy to sit there and watch a jail cell when we got somebody locked up, so where are we going with this?
Okay,
You gotta have video, you gotta have somebody there. If someone hangs himself in that jail cell, and there isn't a cop sitting there watching when they do it, they're gonna own the town of Northwood. We've done it for 30 years, running the Rockingham County. We don't need jail cells in this little
Actually,
one-horse town.
there was a holding cell in the one downstairs.
There was?
Yeah, I spent a couple hours in there. When I was younger.
Wow.
All right. I was 18.
Was it a closet?
Yeah, it's a
I don't remember.
It was actually the back room with the
I
walker.
don't honestly. It was a long. I was young. Very. It was.
But there was a holding
It
cell.
was a how. It wasn't anything bad.
It's not a solid jail cell, it's a holding cell. Right.
I guess what I'm saying is, we're gonna ask for 15 plus the 200.
I think we gotta. I don't fully support. I think the people should get a chance to vote on it. Doesn't mean I'm gonna vote yes on it, but I don't. My question is if I vote not to recommend it, does it mean that it comes off the thing? Because when I'm voting, I'm not recommending it. I'm saying I'm not gonna vote for it.
See, I'm actually of the persuasion.
You shouldn't vote for it. I'm saying I'm not gonna vote for it.
I'm actually of the persuasion if this fails, if the selectmen aren't recommending, these are our warrants.
Yeah.
So if say hypothetically 2 out of 3 selectmen say, I just can't support spending $200,000 on this right now. It's not that I don't realize they need it. It's like, does it have to be right now?
See, we did this last year with the backhoe. This was right along the same ideas. We didn't support it.
So my question is, if two of us, because you can tell I was kind of on the fence with this last meeting.
I don't want to take it off. My problem is if we take it off, it might be more of a backlash from.
No, they could go out and get a petition.
I'd rather take the $15,000 off, because this is a waste of money. We're gonna design a building that we don't even own a piece of land to put it on, and I am totally against designing anything until we own a piece of property to put the building on. You're worried about spending money and blowing money. This is what we're doing right here in Article 18 in my book. We are throwing good money after bad money. It's a dream that isn't going to happen for 3 to 5 years, and I've said it once, I've said it 10 times. If we can't come up with $200,000 for this, how are we going to come up with $2.5 to $5 million? Never going to happen in the next few years.
I think we just.
I don't care who gets elected in this town, it's never going to happen. The taxpayers aren't going to vote
I mean,
for it.
I mean, we can leave it on and vote. We can say we're going to let the citizens vote on it.
That's what we did with the backhoe. Now, when I'm voting, I guess what I'm asking you is when you're voting on recommending it, are you supposed to vote on how you're going to vote, or you're recommending it to put it on the ballot to give the people?
Let the people decide. That's my
So
theory.
in that case, then I'm going to vote yes to recommend it. But if you're asking me how I'm going to vote,
We're not asking you how you're going to vote.
No, that's fine. Then I'm going to vote to recommend to put it on. the ballot.
When you go into the vote booth,
I'm going to recommend to put it on the ballot. Then
You can tell me now you're going to vote for it when you go behind that curtain. I don't know what you voted.
I'm going to recommend that we put it on the ballot. Then if that's what you're asking.
Okay, I'll second it. Well, we already did that.
We did that. Now we just need to vote.
All right, go ahead, vote.
I'm going to vote
All
aye.
in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
And then number 20, I put 3-0 in because you had a discussion, but you never finished the vote, so you guys need to make an official vote for number 20.
I make a motion to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $13,500 to install backstop and dugout fences for the new baseball diamond.
Second.
Discussion?
Okay.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
Say what you got to say.
No, I'm not gonna. It's fine with me.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Can I have the manifest? What are you gonna say?
Yes.
Okay, use that one. I mowed the field once last year up there.
I'll make a motion to approve manifest G218 number 1 in the amount of $2,010,657.08.
Second. Can you just give a description of why it's so high? Is that the first school bill?
It's $2 million school payment every September and every January to the school.
the first school
The
payment?
Brown's tuition.
Around tuition.
No, that's fine. I just wondering why it was so high. Vote, gotta call for a vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
Okay, I don't have any purchase orders at this time. I do have that assessing form you guys sent back to me. It has for more information.
Yeah, would they,
So I had Diane do some research with Fred, and that's what Fred had said today for you.
Is that's the one that's looking for,
The
Yeah.
damages.
from the storm?
That's-
Oh, I do have a purchase order. I lied, sorry. I got two.
sorry, you lost.
It was under that contract. You might want to pay this one. This is our insurance.
All right, I kind of got the feeling that you're gonna have, well, the right thing to do is to approve this, so I'm gonna make.
Can I read it first?
Yeah.
My question is, Scott.
So what happens if this camp ain't rebuilt in the next year? This guy's gonna come back next year and want the same thing?
No, once you take that off, it's off until he puts it back on. He's
That
gonna have
means-
to get, well, isn't he gonna have to get a building permit?
Yeah, he's gonna have to get a demo permit to take that one down and a building permit to do a
Is
new
his
one.
plan to take down the whole building?
We don't know that. That's why I had a problem with signing it. That's what I'm saying. If we waive this now,
I think
and he decides next year that he isn't gonna fix this camp for 2 more years, then we're waiving taxes.
I think it said in there that he was gonna rebuild in that packet that Scott has, if I remember.
My concern is if, I'm not saying this isn't.
It says he acquired a demolition permit.
Oh, so
A
he's gonna
good
take it
thing
down
to
and
do,
rebuild
but-
in another year. Yep. Or 2.
What kind of
It says here, the owner is provided a written request for the town's consideration for tax relief regarding the damaged structure.
Riveting, isn't it? Riveting discussion.
I'm interested in many things, and this is one of them.
Just for clarification, I was like 18 when I spent the night.
I'm not good.
I think that's a good side story.
As long as you say more interesting things tonight.
Chief Delisandro was.
That costs like, oh, I'm not gonna
I don't think
do
that's in
that.
the general public interest, what you did when you were 15 in the holding cell. Although it is-
So just because there's a statute means we have to approve it? I don't
No,
quite understand that.
no. What I'm saying is, okay, let me,
I think for $339, it's the right thing to do.
let me put it to you this place. Let me put it to you this way. If this was your home, and you had damage to your home, and the only way you could sell your house was to either fix it, or,
My
if you
question is, how many more of these are we gonna see if we
Yeah.
okay this?
That's the
I'm not
thing.
saying it's not a bad thing that we see them.
well, I guess.
You know what, for $339, I wouldn't even come to the town and ask for it.
Some people like them.
My question is that I'm not saying that people don't have the right to come.
I'm not either.
how
There's
do
an
you know?
RSA that says they do. But I'm asking, are we opening up a can of worms?
I don't think so.
I think we're okay.
I don't think we
I
are.
think you would have gotten them more by now.
So I'll make a motion to grant 300, what is it? Do you have the actual thing? Yeah, what that actual says?
Yeah.
Or you can make a motion, you got it right.
I was gonna, he told me to wait.
Go ahead. No, I didn't tell you to wait.
No,
I wanted to read it.
Oh,
All right, I'll make a motion to abate $339 for prorated assessment due to storm damage at 14 Burke Road, map 119, lot 19.
no.
My
Second for
point-
discussion.
Yeah, we're.
So now we're in discussion.
Right.
My question is this a one-time? So this would be $339 this time, and he can't come back next year and try to
Well, that's what I'm just saying.
Well, my
If he
opinion,
doesn't tear the camp down.
if he doesn't, I might be missing something here, but my understanding is if he doesn't fix it, he would probably come back and say, I would think,
He's gonna come back next year and say, I
well,
want it again.
did he,
I thought he said he was gonna fix it.
Well, but if he doesn't,
There's nothing there that guarantees it.
but if he doesn't fix it, isn't he entitled to that if the value of the property is reduced by that amount?
Basically, how can this camp be determined to have to be replaced for $339 difference in the tax bill? Why aren't we abating all the tax amount? If the camp is total, why isn't he getting more than $339? If the camp is junk and his taxes are $2,000 a year,
All right.
he should be paying no taxes in my book.
Okay, how much is the building's building assessment is,
So this camp.
all right, the building
isn't total.
assessment, correct me if I'm wrong, but the building assessment is 31,700, right?
Yeah.
Is that the total assessment of the building?
Well, I don't know how.
So
the
he
camp
took,
can
all right,
be
hold on,
determined.
so he's taking 31 ton, oh, he is taking the whole building off.
Which affects the
The building's only taxed for
31.
Well, if you take,
can't
no,
be.
no, no, come here, look, if you take 31.7 and multiply it by the tax rate,
Yeah, it's gotta be right around that, cause that's right around how much I pay for taxes a year.
yeah,
$339.
And that's
Divide
about
by
what I pay,
1,000
and
and multiply by the
that's about
tax
what I
rate.
pay, and that's what my house is
So
assessed at,
he's,
about 31. I live in a mobile home.
so he's
it's-
taking
it's
the whole
about-
building off.
That's about what that sounds about right, cause my house is assessed at 30 and I
So
pay
let me-
roughly that much every 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is. Well, my mortgage company pays that much, not me.
You're paying them back.
Yeah, I pay him in the long run.
Trying to get to the calculator. All right.
It just seems odd to me that there's only $339 on $31,000.
All right, let me suggest this, do you wanna go down and take a look at the house?
Well, you take the assessed value, Rick, divide it by 1,000 and multiply it by the tax rate.
Yeah, 31.
Comes out to,
So take the 31 divided by 1,000.
31 times
well, I'm having
25.
trouble, I'm trying to find the calculator app on my phone.
I can never find mine.
The problem I have with it, I don't have a problem with doing it for 1 year. If that camp isn't rebuilt in a year,
So you take 310
Yeah, we can't
times
force anyone to build
25
anything.
point, what is
well,
it,
then we shouldn't do it.
2532?
We shouldn't approve it then.
2532, that's our tax rate right
Then
now?
we shouldn't approve it.
Oh, that's 802,
2532, right?
Yeah.
but you divide that by half.
So if this camp sets for the next 3 years, he decides he gotta break this year, next year, he doesn't replace the camp.
He's gonna keep getting this, he's gonna come and say, I want an abatement on this because I didn't fix it, yes.
Yeah, why would we allow that? Why would we allow that?
Where'd you get 802 from? Our tax rate's 2532.
Because if you take 31.7,
Oh, it's 31.7, okay.
31,700, if you divide that by
I get
1,000.
it now, I just
and then
did
you
31,
multiply
that's
it.
why. 802.
I just think we're opening up a can of worms. I don't have a problem, the money's not a lot, but if the camp isn't replaced,
Well,
in a
okay,
year's
you know
time,
what, you know
we
what?
shouldn't keep giving breaks.
I don't feel like you've got your answer fully answered by the assessor.
I'm
So-
happy with doing it for this
Well,
year.
Let me ask, I think you should get this, Fred, if they do not repair this, is this gonna be a thing that happens every year? And he's probably gonna say yes.
Okay, we can ask him that.
And just say, so Rick's question, before we can vote on this, Rick's question is this gonna be a recurring thing if he doesn't repair it?
I'll ask him that. The thing I'm thinking is, once they abate that, they reduce the value by that?
They do.
So, how much more can they reduce the value? Because that will be the value next year. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't
but
know if
so
it'll
we're
be
gonna let the camp
reoccurring.
sit there for the next 5 years. If the guy comes into a hardship and finds out that he can't borrow money to
Oh,
rebuild it or
okay,
anything.
so here, if you look at this, hold on, Rick, if you look at this, he's got the tax rate, he's got the building assessment, so that's how he got the 802, didn't I come up with the 802? And what he's basically saying is, he's reducing,
Value.
the value by 338, so he's not reducing, oh, that's a full year,
Yeah.
so he's reducing it by what? Half a year by about 80%?
So if he reduces the value, then there's no abatement to be had next year, I wouldn't think. Now, I'm not an assessor,
Hold on.
because the value is not there.
Well, so then if he takes 463. Hold on. So if I take, hypothetically, if I take 802 divided by 2, because it's half, 2 payments, 401. So 338. So he's taking basically almost 85% of the value of the building off of. And I would imagine that if this is not straightened out by the next tax bill, he's gonna be asking for the same thing again. Let's look at the abatement page.
Well, it'll have to.
I don't have a
it'll
problem
go
with it
back
for
to-
1 year, but
It'll go back to cross-country on Thursday. They'll be in Thursday. They'll have to adjust it.
I don't have a problem with it for 1 year. I don't mind giving anybody a chance, but I think after 12 months, if that camp isn't
I think his
rebuilt.
answer is this a one-time,
Right.
or are you reducing the assessment on this until they fix it?
Okay.
All right, I'll remove my motion if DJ removes.
I'll
the
remove my second so Rick can get his info.
I don't have a problem with it for 1 year.
No, I get what you're saying.
Purchase order,
I get what you're saying.
You get 2 of them.
I'll make a
It's a light
motion,
moving on the
I'll make a
money.
motion to approve Primex purchase order for the workers' comp insurance in the amount of $36,044.
Second.
All right.
Second,
Any discussion?
no,
All in favor?
aye.
Motion passes 3-0. We have to pay our insurance.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the executive office contract, oh, this is for copier?
Yes, it's the,
Wait, you got executive office,
right. And we have one upstairs and one
oh, we
downstairs.
have, so, well, wait, you got 3340 and then you have copier 1, copier 2?
Yeah, it's total of 33.
Oh, okay, you
We
divide
have 2
them up.
copiers. One's upstairs, one's downstairs.
Why
One's
would you, why
one,
would you put the total up here and then put these 2 and then,
because I wanted you to see the total.
like,
And then I-
seeing the total
I
down here?
know, but I
though?
wanted it broken out, Scott, so you could see.
Yeah,
I'm not
broken.
lying to you.
No, you're breaking it.
It broke.
Whatever, alright.
You're breaking it down way too much for us.
I have to, 'cause
No, because
otherwise
you
there'll be
got,
10 questions.
you got the number up here,
I always do it that way. I just always do.
so, what, it's fine, I get it, alright, whatever.
Any more discussion?
The copier contract for Leaf,
Yes.
not to exceed $33,340.20.
It's a lease?
Both of them are
Yeah.
Second. We lease them so that way they fix them.
$1,000 for how long?
for the
They
year.
give you like an estimated number of copies, you think you do it or whatever, and they come up with that.
I'll second for discussion.
I think one of them's in our 3rd year of the contract. The other one's, I think, in the 4th year, maybe.
So we're leasing these, we're not buying them?
Yeah.
No, we never buy them. And then when the lease contract is up, they take them out and they bring us new ones, updated ones.
That way,
It costs us too much to buy them.
It costs too much to
costs much
mark.
by.
And then to maintain them and repair them if
Then
they
they bring them
break.
back and they fix them and then they sell them.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0.
A lot, it's just like some companies, like we lease all of our trucks at work.
I have
so
4
we
sets of
don't
minutes
do
that need to be approved. And I hope you guys have had a chance to read them all. The 12th, the 19th, December 12th, December 19th, December 26th, and January 2nd.
Could make a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for December 12th.
Second.
Any discussion?
Nope.
Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of December 19th.
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
I gotta tell you the truth, I didn't look at the 26 year.
Put them off. You can push them off.
Cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
2 out of 4.
Well, wait, what's this 12th? You had 2 12th.
I have yeah, probably. The 12th, the 19th, the 26th, and January
I'll
2nd.
make a motion. Oh,
January 2nd was just
I
interviews.
can't motion this. I wasn't at the meeting
26th?
on the 12th.
I'll make a motion to accept December 12th minutes as read.
Second. Any discussion?
I'm gonna abstain.
Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All
Aye.
in favor? Aye.
One abstention.
As far as the 26th, do you need to push that one off? So we got 3 out of 4.
Well, we got the 12th, the 19th, and what about the 26th?
26 Scott hasn't read.
And
so-
the 2nd, January 2nd.
January 2nd is just interviews. We can do that one.
Yeah, that one's just,
We can
and
do
then
that
the
one. It's just
manifest on the
interviews.
back.
Yeah, it's easy.
I'll make a motion to approve the January 2nd, 2018 meeting.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes
Okay.
3 to
And we'll
0.
table this December 26th one.
Okay, so the
Is there
20th,
copies of this in our packet?
there were.
Okay.
So just the 26th will be tabled
Yeah,
for next meeting.
Well, that's the fault of mine that I had to.
All right.
All right, and then,
Moving on.
I have the 2 sealed bids that we received for the cruiser bid that went out.
You know what?
December?
That was not on the agenda. Why don't we put that to the next
Yeah,
meeting?
it was
We
supposed to
just
be.
gotta accept them.
It was, yeah, it was supposed
All
to be.
right,
tonight.
I'll
Do it real
I'll
quick.
open them and accept them.
Do it real quick.
And the bid's closed.
We either gotta decide to accept it or put it back out, depending on how much it's bid for.
Okay, we received one bid.
For which cruiser?
Which car?
Asian Auto, Plastow, New Hampshire, $332.12.
For which car?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So they're basically giving us scrap metal paid for
Look
it?
on the envelope,
Not
Scott.
even that. Yeah, scrap metal is more than that.
Sealed bid for 2005 Ford.
That's the other one.
Probably from the same people, for the other.
They're the ones that bought everything last year.
Yeah, there was 3 years ago. Yeah.
2007, $332.12.
Same bid.
It's up to you
Different
guys.
car.
It's up to you guys.
Well, can we table this to do a little research?
Absolutely.
All right, we open the.
Are we gonna accept any more bids? Or are we done?
You
accepting?
can't, the bidding
You
was
gotta
closed
advertise.
Friday at 4.
But
Basically, these 2 cars are non-inspectable, non-roadworthy, and I don't have a problem with selling them for this amount, but if you guys,
no.
you guys wanna hold off, it's fine with me.
I thought that you guys thought the.
No, I'm okay with it.
No,
Oh.
I don't have a problem with it because I think it's
I'll
fair
make,
money.
I'll make a,
I think it's
I'll make
fair
a
money.
motion to accept these 2 bids.
Alright, a second.
I think it's fair money for what they are.
It's just,
I don't wanna misrepresent
Salvage.
them. I don't wanna
so you're
misrepresent
saying
them,
it's salvage.
basically.
We put them out there for a month.
Parts.
Nobody else bid on them.
Okay.
It's too bad. And I actually told a few people that I knew that
Do you do
race
bill of
cars,
sale
they
when
still
you do
didn't bid
them?
on them. It's too
We do
bad.
a bill of sale
That title.
as,
You got the
Yeah.
title.
title, we do it
Too bad to get rid of them
as,
that
You
cheap. But
gotta
what are you
do it
gonna
as
do?
is,
As
as
is,
seen,
as
as shown,
seen.
because.
no warranty expressed or implied.
You got a ladybug? Is that a ladybug? We've had them all over the place. They were all over
What else
the
you got?
earlier.
I
That's
just
good luck, you
have
know.
a couple things. Linda asked me to give a reminder to the board that they need to receive your, selectmen report for the town report, and ask if you want your pictures updated or you wanna use last year's pictures.
That's
Linda.
Chairman,
So I'm just bringing it, Linda asked me
Basically
to.
copy the one from last year.
why don't you just do it, that's the town administrator's job.
No, it's not. We don't have a town administrator.
When does
Oh,
it need to be done
Yeah,
by?
well,
Tomorrow.
Probably.
we should have had a.
Yeah, it needs to be done in the next
discussion
week or so
tonight, we didn't.
about that report. Because she's trying to get the town report together before, the meeting. So it's on record, I'll let you know. This is just an FYI, nothing the board has to do. I received an email and a letter from Kevin Murphy yesterday, and he's resigning from the trustees of trust funds. He's moving out of Northwood and will no longer be able to, keep his
Make
elected
a
position.
motion to accept the letter with regret.
He's an elected
Thank him
official,
for
but,
his service.
okay.
Second. Any more discussion?
Nope.
Seeing none, all in favor,
Aye.
I'll make it right on the back.
Want to open up the second public comment?
aye? Yeah, if we're ready for it.
We're ready for it.
You don't have anything else, Sandy, that's it?
Just this that you wanted me to bring to the meeting tonight, if you wanted to
What is
discuss
it?
that.
Yeah, well, I wanted to have a discussion, but we can hold it till next time. The over. That's why you said we need to hire somebody. But we'll discuss that later.
You wanna do that later?
All right,
Then I'm good, I got nothing, you guys did it all.
all right, we're gonna go for the second round of public comment.
Sandy, can you get with Rick about the selectmen's thing that we need in the town report so we don't get caught off guard with that?
Yep.
Because I know we're getting close to when that needs to be put out.
Probably like yesterday.
Well, I don't see why we can't just pretty much use the template from last year and maybe
We'll
word
take a
it.
look
Yeah,
at
I don't
it.
have the template, Linda does, but we
Take
can
a look
figure it
at
out.
it. No public comment, seeing no public comment, I'll close public comment. I guess we're in order for,
Do we have any selectmen's reports?
nope.
I'll just hit on, we were approached by, was that Fred Toby?
Yes.
About Mary Waldron's Beach. Looks like one of the concrete fillers is a small gap that we need to just have filled with some concrete, and he was concerned about the neighbors plowing snow across the road and possibly hitting the new pad that we put in there, so
The new wall.
we're gonna have
and the
Sandy,
stairs.
we're gonna have Sandy send the police department over there and please ask them kindly not to do that anymore, because they're not supposed to be doing it
I know who
anyways.
it is out
You
there.
know who the plow guy is?
They're not
I
supposed
don't
to be
know who
doing
the plow guy is, I know the lady that
They're
he
not supposed
plows
to be,
for.
they're not supposed to be doing it anyways, so just, we'll have Sandy reach out to that and take care of that. But I just wanted to hit that because he did bring that up to us.
Right.
That's it, that's all I have.
I have none other than to say that our highway truck is broke down again, and hopefully we're gonna get it fixed before
Which one, is this
Friday.
the old one?
The six-wheel dump truck, the big truck with a plow and
Is this the
wing.
one that we had in the CIP to fix the change this year, but we decided to do the backhoe instead?
Yeah. So, and we put $2,100 in it 3 weeks ago, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised that we don't put another couple $1,000s in it to fix the problem that
So
it has now.
maybe we should have put that on the warrant instead of the backhoe.
Well,
I mean, that's just my opinion, but it's too late now.
and I don't think it's gonna be a problem that's gonna end, because it's electrical.
Alright.
So, that's the bad news that I have. All set? Anything, Scott?
I don't have anything.
How about the favorite motion?
Well, no public comment?
No, I already asked that.
I'll make a
Closed it.
motion for adjournment.
Second.
All in favor?
Roll call, Donald Hush
And it's 8:34 PM.
Good evening. I'd like to call the Northwood Board of Selectmen's work session meeting to order on January 16th, 2018 at 5:30 PM. We're going to do roll call.
Donald Hush and I.
Rick Wolf.
Scott Breyer.
Now we're going to move on to the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag
of the United
States
States
of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. So I'm gonna make a motion to go into non-public on an RSA 91A, section, which one is it? Section B?
B.
Section B.
And note the time for the record that it's 5:30.
Well,
And we're going,
I'll second his
we're
motion.
going into non-public to conduct our
Interviews.
final two interviews for the town administrator position.
And I'll second that.
All in favor?
We're gonna do
Donald Hush and I.
Rick Wolf, yes.
Scott Breyer, I also vote in the affirmative. So I first have to.
All right, I'll make a motion to come out of non-public.
Second. Any discussion?
Roll call, Donald Hush and I.
Aye.
Scott Breyer, aye.
Just for the record, we were in non-public to conduct two interviews for the town administrator position. So with that being said, I want to make a motion to seal the minutes.
Second, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Any further
Roll call.
business?
Yes,
No roll call.
Aye.
Just it's aye.
Or aye or whatever, we gotta do the,
Aye.
pass
All
this
in
3 to
favor,
0.
aye. Okay.
3-0.
All
Seal
right,
the
I'll make a
minutes.
motion to approve the manifest in the amount of, this is the final payroll check register.
Yeah.
It's not the final though. P 2018, number 2 in the amount of $50,096.88.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none,
All in favor?
I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Passes 3 to 0.
Okay. I have a purchase order here for Interware for the software for the tax collector. And I have a purchase order here for Avatar.
I'll make a motion to approve a purchase order for $6,099.55 to
Interware.
Interware Development.
That's actually the town clerk, I'm sorry.
That's for the town clerk.
Was this approved in,
Yeah, it's in the budget, it's already in the budget, it's our annual software support. This one is for Avatar, this is the same thing, but it's the tax collector software.
all right. Seeing no more discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Aye.
Aye.
And
Motion
now,
passes 3 to
I would
0.
like to make a motion to approve the software support for the tax collector for 2018, Avatar Associates of, what did I say, NB?
New England.
Oh, New England, sorry, of New England, in the amount of $3,301. I'll move that.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3 to 0.
December 26 minutes were tabled to this meeting, did you guys get a chance to
So
review
moved.
them?
I'll move the, December, 26 meeting minutes, second.
Any discussion?
No.
Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in
Aye.
favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3 to 0.
Is that the ones that from last meeting?
Yeah, for the 9th. These are the ones for the 9th, have you read them?
Have you read the 9th?
I have.
Yeah.
But
Of 9th of January? Wasn't that just,
Wasn't that last
that was a
Tuesday?
short meeting.
that was the one, yeah, let's wait on that
You
one.
didn't get any packets? Okay.
Did the packets go out yet?
I think you were or something.
No, we didn't get it, I didn't get it.
I
back.
You didn't get a packet? Okay.
But I've been having a real hard time with the
Okay.
mail lately's been a little bit
Really?
sporadic.
Okay. So I'll hold these off till the next meeting. That's all I have?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Let the record
All in
show that
favor?
it's 8:26.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3
We're
to
now
0.
adjourned.